G'day guys, Champ Chomp here.
Oh, got sniped. Jesus. That's brutal. Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Ramblers podcast.
Can we leave that in?
Yeah, I'll leave it in.
Yay!
I'll leave it in. What's Ramblers?
Stream sniped?
Yeah. So this is technically episode 22.
Oh, seriously?
Or 21. One of those two.
22.
But so funny story, we recorded a Star Wars podcast and we lost it.
For 3 hours, by the way.
Yeah.
3 hours worth of
So
recording.
that would have been
footage.
episode
Very
21,
sad.
but that's gone. So this is episode 21, I believe. Anyway, so with the Ramblers, we talk about movies, games, and anything else that's cool related. We have Eric with us as always.
G'day.
We have Dani, one of my other co-hosts.
Hello.
We have myself, the Mystic Heist Rumble. So everyone knows. I've realised I never introduced myself on the podcast, though. I'm just a
No.
random,
You don't?
disembodied voice.
Yeah.
No. I should get around to it. And we also have a special guest with us today. In the
Yeah.
form of Chelsea.
Yeah, that's me.
She is
That'd be me.
a fan of the podcast and is also my sister.
Yeah.
She's on this podcast because this is our end of year mega podcast.
Woo! Also, because you did this on mine, I also have a podcast. You should check out some on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah. She does videos on YouTube. She also has a podcast. What are we called again?
The voice acting sellouts.
Yes, check those guys out. We'll plug them again at the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
But yes, they have a podcast, and you also have your own channel as well.
I do.
What's it called?
It's just Ashley Elena. That's just,
Okay, cool.
I
Alright,
haven't
cool.
actually put a proper name for it yet.
Alright, cool. So there's that. So yes, how's everyone going?
I'm exhausted.
Last
I'm
podcast
fabulous.
of the year.
But I'm actually pretty happy because I'm full of happiness from Christmas.
Yeah. Dude, how's everyone's
Christmas.
Christmases? Yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah.
Got sunburned really badly.
Yeah, you told
I actually
me. Yeah.
didn't, surprisingly, for once.
Yeah, we had a.
I know. Same.
We had a pretty.
The pain comes and goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how sunburn usually works. No, yeah, we had a pretty good Christmas. This is the first Christmas where I didn't overeat.
Yeah, no, same
Oh
here.
my god.
And
Yeah,
I felt
didn't
kind
either.
of.
I felt bad. I felt real bad.
I ate all the dessert though.
I was on the
only
news,
time-
I think.
No, I went
Well,
ham.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you did.
There were
I
7
pretty
news
much
guys in the
went for
beach.
everything except for
Oh
food.
really?
Yeah.
They're like this. Erica's
I was just in the background making faces at them.
Erica's arrived at the beach. We are covering live. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good solo. Yeah, Christmas was pretty good. I enjoyed Christmas quite a bit. So,
Was.
I think 3 of us shared the same Christmas for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tiring day. Me and Dan had to like go back and forth.
Yeah.
To like Fremantle, from Joondalup to Fremantle.
No, from Cannington to Joondalup, back from Joondalup down to Fremantle.
Then
and
back to Cannington.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Most of that by public transport as well.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a long
So
day,
far.
but it was a good day. What
We'll
did,
drive sooner or later.
yeah. What did you guys pull in terms of like present wise? Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
I got a Bluetooth speaker, which was, I
You're
thought was
like,
really
yeah.
cool. I saw it and I was like, wow, it's really cool because I've actually been wanting to get one myself for a while.
Yeah.
And I got a cool little pencil case or bag that I'm now using as like my main bag, and it's a little pusheen bag.
Yes.
With
So I don't know, Pusheen's an internet cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a good.
it's a cute little thing.
Yeah. What else did anyone else pull for Christmas? What did
Dan Murphy's gift card.
Yes.
Nice. That's
Spend
yeah,
really
gift
cool.
Spend it on some hard-earned liqueur.
Yep.
Liqueur.
Friggin' movie gift
Oh,
cards.
yeah,
we got
movie
for-
gift
Yeah, we-
Oh, that was nice.
We all got
I still
yeah.
haven't used it yet.
My family got a bunch of movie gift cards, so that's gonna go towards our 3rd viewing of Last Jedi.
Yeah, I might actually use it for the...
There's nothing else out, and I don't want to save it. I'm like, I couldn't save it for the
No.
next big
I
movie.
was thinking about using it for Jumanji because I didn't want to pay to see that. And apparently it's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. I've heard Jumanji, surprisingly, is actually a pretty good
Which is,
movie.
yeah, surprising because I remember when I
It
saw the
looked like
trailer, I shivered
Garbage.
so
yeah.
hard.
And also because I'm nostalgic towards the Robin Williams movie
Yeah.
from the 90s, which is also a great movie.
I'm like trying to remember what I got for Christmas. I'm like blanking really hard. I got a Pandora bracelet.
Oh,
or bracelets,
yeah.
which I'm wearing one of them. But
Good stuff.
I got that heat pack zebra.
Oh, yeah, that looked really cool, by the way. Like,
A heat pack. Like I at first I read it, it just said microwave, and I'm like, why would you stick a teddy in the microwave?
To kill it, obviously.
I'm
Jesus.
like, that's so mean.
I'm just gonna make sure it's still recording. But you guys talk about yourselves while that.
It's like, hi.
You know, we're still recording.
See?
Thank God.
also, he's not here, but we have as like a guest kind of ghost, we have Chris on here. He says hi.
Yes.
He's messaging me, and he's messaged me his
list.
list of stuff.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, so how this podcast is going to work, before we go on, this is our end of year podcast. was gonna. So the whole thing is, been a lot of games, been a lot of movies that have come out in the last year. Some we've loved, some we've hated. Justice League. Sorry.
I liked it.
I saw a
I
clip
didn't
from
see
it. It
it.
wasn't very good. I saw the Superman Returns clip.
Oh yeah, it's.
If anyone has to care about spoilers,
not
it was
good.
really freaking obvious he was going to come back.
Yeah.
True.
Like his name his name's in the billing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
exactly.
got
He's
billing.
second billing. He's
Yeah.
got second billing in the whole film. So yeah. No,
I didn't
he's
see Justice League, so I just skipped it.
yeah. So yeah, there's some movies we love, some movies and games we love. So what we're gonna do is we've done a few 5 favorite podcasts before. The PlayStation 1 to 3 series is the main one. So we're gonna do the same thing here, but 5 favorite video games and 5 favorite movies of 2017.
Yes.
So specifically this year.
Yes.
It was an odd list to kind of make because like I didn't play everything, nor I watch everything either.
No.
Like a lot of the good stuff that was apparently amazing, I missed.
I missed heaps of good films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Baby Driver and
Yeah.
Mother were the 2 big
I saw the
ones.
first half of Baby
I-
Driver. I missed
Oh, the opening, because that
It
was
Comes
on
to
YouTube.
Night as well.
Oh yeah, and comes. I really want to see that. I really wanted to see.
I saw the first 5 minutes of that.
I
Actually.
really wanted to see Kingsman Golden Circle. I
I
didn't
didn't
get around to
see
seeing
that
that. I missed a lot of shit. I missed so many. John Wick 2 I missed as well.
Oh, wow, and you love John Wick.
Yeah, I love the first John Wick. It's one of my favorite movies. And I missed the sequel, sadly. My Blu-ray list is
Do we have a
insane.
weird release for John Wick 2 here? Is that
We had an incredibly weird release. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
like
right.
I mean, weird bad release. It was like 4 months.
it was like
after.
it didn't get classified in Australia for a while. Like not because I didn't want to classify it. It never got submitted to our boards for some reason. Like someone must have fucked up and like they were like, oh yeah, when's it coming out in Australia? And it was like never apparently because it hasn't been submitted for our classification board. And then it did, and then we finally got the release like 8 months after it came out in America, which usually happens. But this was because someone fucked up.
I didn't see Blade Runner either.
Yeah, no, I missed Blade Runner too.
So did I.
I missed it too.
Yeah, so this just as a thing. This when we say our favorite, these aren't the best. Well, some are. These aren't the
The
best.
ones we saw.
I've honestly got 3 movies because I didn't see many movies because I was either at school or I was working.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get time off.
Yeah, and yeah, I've got 5 of each. I think stuff, but again, it was a very hectic. No, it's just we missed a lot of stuff. This isn't the best. It's just the stuff that we loved the
Yeah.
most. And like so, it's not on the 5. But one of the movies I genuinely considered for being on the 5, and it's a terrible movie. Was The Great Wall. I genuinely considered putting The Great
watch
Wall on
that
there.
Oh yeah.
Because I love The Great Wall. I think it's like so bad, but so fun to watch at the same time. But that was almost going to be on the list, and I was like, no, door. Just say that door needs to reach out. God damn.
It's like rude.
Also, can that mouse work from all the way over here?
Yeah, but
Cool. So I don't have to keep getting up to make sure that it's still recording.
I know. I was gonna say like, yeah.
I can't actually tell if the mouse is working. I don't think it works all the way over here.
Nah, I think you should be fine. It's all
Alright,
good.
we'll just leave it there.
It's all good.
Alright, so yes, there's that madness. So, before we move on, so we won't do any new stuff. This is purely just this, because this is a horribly unscripted,
Oh,
horribly...
it's so
This is unplanned as hell. This is just 4
I
people
was told
hanging
about
out.
it like a day ago. I
This
was
is-
like,
this is-
oh.
Just hanging about. It was meant to be a much bigger podcast, but because I didn't factor in how busy everyone is after Christmas.
I'm also here to dodge a dinner arrangement.
Yes.
oh really?
Yeah.
But that's what the Ramblers is for, helping Eric get out of plans he doesn't want to go to. Good stuff. We did it. So has anyone else been doing anything there before we move on?
Eating,
What,
drinking,
doing anything?
playing games.
I was not playing Bloodborne.
I'm just
Oh
like,
yes, you're playing
working.
Bloodborne, yes.
Yes, Bloodborne.
Yeah, and working. Lots
So we
of
saw my
work.
Bloodborne character.
Yes, I
Especially
saw it.
around Christmas.
Your Bloodborne
Oh, yeah.
your Bloodborne
Oh,
show
yeah.
your Bloodborne character to Dani and show.
Do you want this my Bloodborne character?
Oh my
Fuck,
god.
no.
I'll put a picture of it. If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, which is the only way we upload it, so you are watching this podcast on YouTube, I will put a picture of that on the podcast.
It's the best custom character
It's
I've ever
you
made.
after Christmas when you're sunburned.
It is. It is very much
It
that.
started out, I wanted to make an Oompa Loompa,
Oh yeah.
and then I started to make, like, you can't get a good look at the nose, but it goes out like a foot,
yeah.
like a duck or something, and then I started to want to make, like, Donald Trump.
Oh.
So if it's orange, that's why the hair's like that.
yeah.
Oh man.
Hair's blonde.
That's the best thing about the Souls games. You can make pretty
Whoever
much
you
any
want.
Yeah,
character.
that's horrible, like, the cheeks are just completely sunken in as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you told me you only played like a fraction of it. How are you enjoying Bloodborne?
I've played it like an hour of it before. Yeah, really, really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Plays fantastically.
Yeah, it's.
I wish the frame rate was a bit higher.
Yeah, because that was in early era PS4. That was like 2014, I think.
Yeah.
15.
2015.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
It's really good. I want to go back and play it and actually beat it. Cause I rage quit it because I got lost somewhere and I couldn't figure out where to go. So I gave up. Like, I've given up on every other Souls game before.
Yeah.
But I do want to go back and play that Bloodborne game.
I'd like to attempt it.
Yeah.
But probably
It's good.
I'd probably get really mad, but I think that's the point.
It's good because it's so much like Souls, but it's also very different.
I like the aesthetic.
It
Aesthetic.
gets really Orwellian. Not Orwellian. Who's what's that type of art?
Well, it's like post-apocalyptic and stuff.
Yeah, that type of alien art style.
Oh, not Lovecraftian? Is that what
No,
you mean?
Lovecraftian. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And
it gets very Lovecraft.
steampunk.
It gets very
steampunk.
Lovecraftian.
Yeah, that's cool.
Towards the middle part of the game
All the top hats and
stuff. It's cool. Yeah, it's very steamcraft gothic horror
It's
as well.
really good, yeah.
I love. It's very.
Just like excessively, like it's almost like it's ridiculous, but it works. Like,
Yeah.
look at the buildings
And all the
like,
weapons are really cool. Like they're not generic. Like here's your sword. You get like cool cool weapons and like very skill based and stuff. It's such a good game. I do want to go back and actually play through it again. Or play through it all the way through. So yes,
Do you think they'll call the sequel Blood Dead?
possibly that bad. No, but possibly.
Blood life.
blood.
Oh yeah, Blood Life, of course.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's a good name. Blood
That
Life.
that's the thing. I'm pretty sure we are definitely going to get a Bloodborne 2.
Waterborne.
Yeah,
Waterborne.
it's popular enough.
Well,
Because we got that teaser, didn't we? for
yeah,
something?
and they've been working on that for a while. Like that teaser, that rumors have been out for a while, and especially from Software have been very busy on secret IPs that we haven't.
I
heard
played some of their games and I do really like them, but at the same time, it does seem like they really want to milk the Souls franchise for
Yeah.
what it's worth.
The good thing is, from what we heard from them a while ago, the CEO from Software says Dark Souls 3 is the last Dark Souls game. They're never making another of that series. And they want to try some new IPs and bring back some old ones, which means, like, I'm glad they're not like, all right, let's get all we can out of this, try it into...
Dark Souls 17. Like,
Yeah,
not-
they're
none of
willing
that.
to... Even though Bloodborne is technically a Souls game, it is different enough to warrant as something else.
I wish I was on that right now, to be honest.
Yeah. And also, it's good they stopped doing that because that has subsequently spawned a genre of games. Because the amount of, like the guys who made the Lords of the Fallen, the Surge,
yeah.
they're all Dark Souls games. Team Ninja made Neo, which is a...
Oh, Neo, of course.
Yeah,
Oh,
Neo.
that's kind of that's the best one.
Yeah,
Before.
and I've seen some other Dark Soulsy clones. Like, there's another one called Code Vein coming out, which is like it's like a very anime-y type of Dark Souls type game, and very prevalent genre. So before we move on, is there anything else anyone wants to add?
Now let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So if we games or movies first? What do we do first?
Games.
Games first.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
first thing that's just
Alright, games. Alright, how we usually do it for those who haven't watched any of our or listened to any of our podcasts that we
I'm
have
on it.
done.
I don't even know how we used to do it.
So it's what we can change that. It doesn't matter.
Spice things up.
How
a little.
we usually do it. I don't remember how we usually do it. I think how we usually do it was
We do you and then like it's one.
someone
one
goes
person
and
at a
then
time.
they list their entire list.
Yeah.
Then we go.
And we have like overlapping ones and
Yeah.
stuff.
So
Which I'm sure we
we could probably do we could do that, or we can do everyone do their
Oh, you
fifth.
already know one of mine.
Yeah.
So do you want to do like that, or do you want to do?
I like doing the one person at a time.
Alright, cool. Does anyone... So we usually have honorable mentions. We've kind of kicked honorable mentions out
Yeah.
because
Because I don't think we've played enough. Or
and
watched
also
enough.
it's going to be probably a long podcast
yeah.
anyway. So.
I do have
Like-
some, but like for example, like I know some like one's gonna be an honourable mention for me.
Yeah.
And I'll just talk.
I've
about
got a
them.
few. I've got a couple. One I have to mention because it was almost going to be on my list, but it did get beat out.
I think I know what that is. We'll definitely have one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's going to be interesting. So yes,
I have one, but
I know.
that's
I
it.
just changed one
so
of them last.
we'll just do honorable mentions first.
Okay.
Just not like oh here's your honorable mentions. We'll just talk about our honorable mentions and then we'll go into who's
Yeah.
Okay.
list. So who do anyone have? What honorable mentions do we have?
I have one, and
Alright, what is
that's Persona 5.
Oh, okay.
It was going to be on my list,
on my list.
but it kind of, because it was kind of a new thing for me,
Yeah, you've only just started getting into
I only
it.
just got
I
into
haven't
it.
played it
I
yet.
love it to bits, but I do have a bit more love to this one other game, which I don't think a lot of people, Kai won't agree with, But to me, it just means because I have more interest into what the game
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that's my only honourable mention.
Yeah. Yeah, I would add more to Persona 5, but that might or may be on my list.
I haven't had the time to play. I'm hoping.
I do highly recommend if you feel like playing a game that will take you over 100 hours to beat, and you're not willing to rush, you're willing to spend a few months playing it whenever you feel like playing it. It is highly worth the time and effort to play it. The weird thing is, it's so good that after you've beaten it, you want to go back and spend another 100 hours playing through it again, like for a second time. But that's how great it is. Yes, anyone else got any honorable mentions?
What about you, Chell?
Well, it was on my list, and then I thought of something, and I kicked it off. But it doesn't. It's kind of like a whole package. I would say maybe the Final Fantasy 15 DLC, but specifically Promptos. I haven't played Ignis's yet, but Promptos was really good, and like I remember playing it. It just gave a lot more like depth to Prompto.
Yeah.
And that was really appreciated.
And the anime as well did that as well.
Yeah, I watched Brotherhood. I have that on my computer.
Yeah, that's a good anime.
And that's actually really, if people are a bit confused about the whole Final Fantasy thing, it's actually very enlightening. You should actually go watch it because it gives, again, it's a lot more character building. It, especially on, like I said, on Prompto again, gives a lot on him.
Him and main character Noctis, like you don't understand much in the game.
Yeah, no,
doesn't mean I still didn't love them.
Oh yeah, like I mean, you love that they have a nice strong relationship. It doesn't really show how, and then the anime really does explain that.
All the extra stuff, like the movie as well.
But the Prompto one was just really good.
Yeah, that's good. Has anyone else got any more mentions? I've got a couple for games. I've got
a couple.
Yeah, so one, I love this game, and I've sunk so much time into it, but it did get beat out. Total Warhammer 2.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of my mentions. I have played that game way too much. And I love it that they keep adding stuff, like they've added a new races coming out to be added in January. It's cool. It's my favourite Warhammer game, or not favourite Warhammer, favourite Total War game of this series, of this world. Yeah, I love it. The other ones, Neo, again. That almost made it onto the list. That is Team Ninja's samurai badass Dark Souls game. It is such a fun game, but I did get beat out sadly. And the last one is Tekken 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it, but
that's not on.
I love it, but love it, but I didn't. It's not perfect. A lot of the other games I've played do.
Do you think there are better Tekken games?
Oh yeah, easily. 5 and 3.
5. I was going to say 5 is probably my
5 and
favorite.
Tag 2 beat 7 out the gate. 3, to nostalgia wise, yes, but 5 and Tag 2 beat it. I think they're better. But this is alright. It was. I'd say 7's really good, but not enough to be actually on my list because I haven't played every game this year. Also, there'll be no Switch games in any of our lists because none of us own Switches.
No.
So if you get upset, we didn't mention Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey. Don't get mad. We just don't have money to buy Switches.
But from what I've heard from others,
well, they've had the good games.
But I've heard they're very good.
So yeah, there's that. That's my. I think. Is there anything else? No, yeah, those are all the extras on mine. Do you have any, Eric?
I didn't write down any, but I can remember some off the top of my head, so I might speak about them when I'm on my list.
Right, yeah. Cool. So there's that. So those are all mentions, boys and girls. Let's move on to the list. Who wants to go first?
Nah.
I guess.
Dani, you go first.
Alright, fine.
Are you doing all of them? So we just
so I list all of my games, Alright, so there's in no particular order. I think it's in release date.
Mine's ordered.
I had mine on release date.
Mine's just what I thought of.
Because I went through the list and it was like January through December, so these are by release date. So Night in the Woods, Tekken 7, Wipeout.
Talk about each game.
Oh, I'm going through them first.
I'm just going.
Night in the Woods, Tekken 7, Wipeout Omega Collection, Doki Doki Literature Club, and Divinity Original Sin 2. So...
I'm surprised Cuphead got beat out for you.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, well...
Did you guys even get off Inquire 1?
No. Alright, so in that case, I'm changing out Wipeout Omega Collection to...
Cuphead,
and Wipeout's a...
honorable mention?
An honorable mention, which, is cool.
Yeah, so talk about your game.
Alright, so... Night in the Woods. That is just hashtag relatable.
Honorable mention for me. Didn't quite make the list.
Like it's just for me. Like I I've seen an entire playthrough and I'm now playing through it myself, and it's just equally as emotionally invested for myself.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know what it is, because the story, for those of you who don't know what Night in the Woods is about, it's all like, all the characters are animals.
Yeah.
And the main character is the cat, and she's a university or college dropout or something, just because she's like, it's not for me. Something did happen, but her other reason is that she said it's not for her, and she just wasn't really motivated for it. And that's, like, for me, was really, like...
Yeah. Well, yeah, 3 of us here on this podcast,
feel,
we're all uni students.
Me, I just graduated high school.
Yeah.
So one of us has actually dropped out.
Yeah, exactly. So, like...
In a sense, like, numerous times.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is, like, a very real subject.
Yes.
I've always wanted to play it, but it's one... I need to be in the right mood. I need to be like, I felt playing a game that isn't very gameplay intensive, more just...
Also, just as a side comment, Eric, you'd know, the dream sequences aren't that difficult. They look so much more difficult than they actually are.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's just go to stuff and find it.
Yeah.
They look fantastic, but they're not super hard.
Yeah.
And they sound gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot about the music,
the soundtrack, the art style, like, every little bit, like, the character interaction, the fact that you actually can have not a different ending, but different choices.
Yeah.
They don't affect anything
You can
in any
get
way.
so much, that the other person
like,
doesn't
there's
get.
multiple different playthroughs and different picking. So, for example, there's friends that you are told to hang out with, and you can pick between usually like 2-3 people.
Yeah.
And of course, like, it's interesting because I picked one character, and then I know someone that's picked the other character, and then it's relayed to you via the other character being like, this is what happened last night. It's like, that's what I missed out on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like that, like...
kind of like in real life.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, kind of a bit like Persona.
Oh, yeah.
With Persona, you have to go hang out with your friends, and that gives you certain boosts and certain things. Not a lot less gamified, because Persona is an RPG, and this is more of a narrative game. When I was watching you play Dani, one thing I loved from bits I saw was how really great the dialogue was. Written dialogue. I was like, that's really well written.
Even like just the little tiny character interactions, because you have the option.
But everyone feels like a character. They don't just feel like, here's the fox character, here's the turtle character. It's like, no, they all feel like people who have personality.
It started to occur to me because when you brought up the Weird Autumn edition, like the expanded one, I started to think about it again, and I was like, it's starting to hit me like I know all these people in real life, like all maybe not like I'm a bit of May, like the dropout, like you're not really motivated, but all her friends I know, and I was especially thinking the whole the way they handle Greg and what's his boyfriend's name? I can't remember. The bear.
Yeah, the bear. What's his name?
I don't know.
Because they don't really say that they are a couple.
Yeah.
Well, they do, but they're like not sure who they are or what they are.
But the whole like being friends with him.
Yeah.
And, being away when they get together and, like, the way they handle that freeway dynamic.
Yeah.
I've known so many people like that, and that's fantastically done.
Yeah.
Of just, like, your significant other
and even
isn't
with
huge on your friends.
with Beatrice,
Yeah.
I love Beatrice's character. Like, it definitely, like, it's one of those things where it's like, we used to be best friends.
And then you just kind of left,
And then you left, and we had nothing, and I moved on because I don't know what to do, because you guys didn't really communicate. And it's like,
that happens to, like, everybody.
That game,
exactly.
It's important to have, like, a B in your life, to
yeah.
sort of get you straight. And...
Yeah.
Yeah. That game is... I really want to sit down and play Night in the Woods.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now's a good time.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't... This is probably one of the ones that probably just scraped under for me, because...
Yeah, because it's a weird indie game.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think... I love indie games. I do, but I don't know. This one did not come to me, but how you describe it, I'm like...
I like wearing my scarf and Freddy glasses when I play it.
Yeah.
Like listening to Florence and the Machine and like talking about how much I love alternative pieces of
I
art.
love Rufus and Flume.
Yeah.
Is it even indie to like Flume now?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I love King
Everyone
Gizzard
likes
and
Flume.
I love King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
That's alright, yeah.
Good band, 10 out of 10. Do you have anything else to add about Night in the Woods?
Just that it's really great. Like, everything about it. That's just that was that's not my game inspiration, but those are type of games that I would love to make.
I just love that game exists.
Yeah.
Like I as much as I give the indie scene
And it was
lot of
crowdfunded
shit,
as well.
Yeah. As much as I give indie a lot of shit, like I rip on it almost constantly.
Yeah.
When we get games like that where it's such a weird concept.
Doesn't deserve you ripping on
I
it.
know, right?
What's wrong with the scene?
I don't know, fucking.
It should be used as an example of how, to crowdfund a game, and clearly they had money and they knew how to use
that's
it.
what I was gonna say. Like Night in the Woods is the example of indie games where it's a weird concept but it works
Yeah.
pretty much
It works
perfectly.
very well, yeah.
And like games like that and
It uses limitations.
yeah,
really
like
well.
Cuphead's technically indie and like Hellblade and all that where it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
those games are they're AAA indie, but they're still indie games when they're where this is a weird little game that shouldn't work, but it works
I
completely.
mean, they're kind of different in a way.
Oh,
That's, like crowdfund, that's more traditional indie.
Yeah.
Hellblade was, what was it?
Triple A
indie.
Yeah.
And Cuphead was like, let's mortgage our houses to get enough money to pay for this. Like Cuphead,
That was
other indie developers should not do what they do for
No.
Cuphead because it's just not worth the risk.
yeah.
Well, it was like with Unravel last year. They are an indie game, but they got funded by EA.
Yeah.
So they just became a AAA
Yeah.
AAA indie because
They see
of
like
that.
cool indie games like that. Like Absolver was made by a team of 10 or something like that. But even then Absolver wasn't very good though. But it's got, Night in the Woods is that awesome example of how indie games should be. That type of weird game that you wouldn't get anywhere else, but you get it there. That's cool.
Yeah.
So what's your next one?
Tekken 7. So I put Tekken 7 on there just because I don't care how crap, how good, how bad, how whatever
You
it
had a
is.
fun time.
I love Tekken.
I
I love
love-
Tekken
I-
games.
So do I.
Yeah.
We used to, me and Carl used to play it as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Tekken
would
5,
get
Tekken
my
3,
ass whooped.
3 and
but we
5
used
all
to
day,
play
every
it.
day.
Like the Tekken 5s.
Yeah,
Much
Tekken-
like now too. Oh my god, we used to be up so late, trying to get all the characters. and
Yeah,
doing
especially in
five.
3. And
And
3 as well.
3 as well.
No, but 7's good. It's not great. Oh, actually, no, I'll call it great. It's not.
Visually,
It's
incredible.
not awesome though. It's not.
I'm gonna be honest. When I saw the trailer, I was like, "That's Street Fighter." It
Yeah.
looks a lot like
Yeah,
Street Fighter.
I
to
do
me.
understand
don't-
where you see that.
I don't actually see that because it is same engine as the most recent Street Fighter.
It just, I don't
But
know.
Street
maybe
Fighter has
it
that
just-
full cell shaded look though,
I
as where
don't
Tekken
know.
has the realistic model type look.
Oh, I see that too.
And also the
It still has-
customization.
It's still.
I love the customization
That's a good
in
customization.
5.
That's a good
I
thing.
love
for
how
me.
extensive it is in 7.
Seven
Great.
7 added I call it the junk food mode of Tekken,
Yeah.
and I've spent too much
Character
time in this.
customization. Yeah.
It's added treasure battle.
Oh, I love Treasure Battle.
So that's just you fight. It's just constant arcade where you just keep fighting, and every time you win, you get a treasure, which is either loot,
yeah.
customization for a character, which is all cosmetic for the most part, and all that stuff. And that is way too much fun. I spent I think 4 hours just doing treasure battle one day, where I was just like,
And you battle towards to get the rarer ones. Which
yeah,
are,
and you get higher ranks and all that
and
stuff.
it's
That
so stupid.
I do
but
love
it's so
7. My
funny.
only issue with 7, I tried playing it online, and because I didn't play it straight away online, I missed the.
Yeah.
If you're not playing someone in Australia, you're not gonna get good latency. And with the
See, I
fighting
managed-
fighting games need the best. You need pitch perfect lag.
See, I managed to hit
latency.
because I was reviewing it, so I managed to get the massive group amount of people they're
Yeah.
fighting, and I had 4 or 5 games straight with these 2 people,
Yeah.
and I kicked their asses. But
You're like,
yeah,
so not
just
I'm
you know.
just great, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone else sucks.
no, but and because it gave you the option of actually picking the latency
Yeah.
levels, so you don't have to fight people
Yeah.
that are
I
one bar.
I tried that, but when I played it, it was the community
Yeah.
wasn't there. It was barely
That's so
there.
disappointing that it didn't continue to thrive. That it just
Yeah.
as soon
It
as the
kinda
game.
Died down.
Fighting
after
games
that
and
initial
fighting games
fight
online
was-
in Australia, because you need, unless you have super internet, you need to play it on Australian servers. They never survive. It's always America and China and all that where the player base always survives. But at least I don't know. But Tekken 7 is good. Not perfect. It's pretty good though.
Yeah.
Did you guys like Tekken? Chell and Air.
I think we played it on the stream, didn't we? That
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you
Yeah.
did.
Played on the
I
stream.
played it with others. I liked it, but there's another fighting game that's on my list that I liked more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
I'm,
don't
I
pretty
almost
sure
put
I'm
that-
pretty sure you know which one.
I know it is. I almost put it on my list, but at the same time I didn't play it that much, and I'm waiting for
I
the.
played it.
I'm waiting
to
for.
death.
I'm waiting for the
I
collectors.
still play it.
Not collectors. I'm
over
waiting
and
for the not game of the year, but complete
with
edition.
all the
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
I'm
that-
Essentially
I'm
like
gonna
the
wait till that
XL
for a while.
edition.
That's what I'm
like
waiting for.
yeah.
But yes, we'll get to that
Yeah.
when we talk about Chelsea. What's your next game, Dani?
Cuphead. So yeah.
Boy.
So Cuphead is again, it's gorgeous, it's brilliant.
The only one that can really speak to how great it is here is Eric, though.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when I get to mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Is it on
Oh,
your
yeah, overlapping.
It's pretty
Alright,
hard.
we'll leave more of that when we get to Eric.
But it's just, I loved it. Like,
I love what I've played.
I love the challenge as well.
From what
It's a
I've
good challenge.
From what I've played, I love it as well. And I haven't played much.
Not like.
I remember that
hard,
party.
but
I remember that party.
Fuck this.
We had Eric had a house. No,
It was Halloween.
Halloween party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Halloween party.
And we had Cuphead out, and me and one of Eric's friends were like playing it. Like it was meant to be like
Pass the control. You guys never got beaten.
yeah, that we got beaten, but we were like, no, we're going back for
kept
more.
going.
Yeah.
And like we were like, our friendship was forged in the fires of Cuphead.
Yeah, never met before, and then you became best buddies over Cuphead.
Yeah, it's like there was like we were also pretty drunk because we were like screaming at the thing.
Oh my god.
Whenever we
were
actually beat a
yelling.
run and gun or a boss, it'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, we like hug like, bah!
You're
like
getting so close to getting it.
yes. Next game, Dani.
Divinity Original Sin 2, which is absolutely the greatest game. So the first one,
the best game. Get out. There's no.
so
other game.
Original Sin was a Kickstarter game.
The second one
yeah.
was
No, the first one was as well.
Was it?
Yes,
Okay.
because Original Sin they're not part of the
Divinity series.
Divinity
Yeah.
series. Yeah, so it was actually I can't remember. I don't know the development by it. I don't know like the history of it, but I think if I'm not mistaken, it's either a bunch of independent developers or if it's a bunch
It's a small
of people.
studio. It's a small studio.
Yeah, that it's like a sub studio of other
It's
ones.
called Larian Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just
And
And they made the first one, which was really good, and then they made the
it was
second
a
one.
little bit
which was
buggy, and then the
better.
second one, which we were like, oh, we'll wait for a console port because we played it on console for the first one. I'm so glad we didn't wait because it
Yeah.
looks absolutely gorgeous on computer
Yeah.
and it runs so much smoother.
It took every single. We'll talk more about it because this is on my list.
Yeah.
It took every single flaw I had with the first game and
Yeah.
fixed it, and it made a better game out of it. But yes, we'll talk about more of that on our thing.
Yeah.
On when I get to my list. But what's your last game? Doki Doki Literature.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
I don't know what this one is
It
actually.
is.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Alright.
I'm not really sure either.
It's a visual.
Enlighten them,
It's an
Dani.
anime visual novel.
Oh, it's like a visual
Psychological
Oh,
horror.
okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a horror game disguised under the psychological horror game disguised under the guise of a cute
a-
anime dating sim visual novel.
Reminds me
that's
of
cool.
Course Party.
It is
Yeah.
fucked in terms of how like
It is absolutely
Messed up it gets.
mentally destroys you.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
I've
I want to
not.
play this now.
So-
yeah, it's
I
free.
know,
It's a
I
free
know.
game.
Oh, serious?
It's free.
Yeah,
It's
free on
free to
Steam.
download it.
And
so
it's not you can use a dead laptop to play it because it's just a visual novel. Click
So
game.
it says at the beginning of the game,
It gives you 4 warnings.
warning. Do not play this if you are under the age of 13. That's fair enough. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's up
it
to
has
you,
like
yeah.
nudity or anime
But-
boobs or something like that. If you suffer from anxiety, depression, suicide thoughts, and all these other like really terrible mental illnesses, and I'm like, okay, like I've seen like Outlast has
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Even
surely.
shows like 13 Reasons Why I had that as well.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, sure, that's fine. Like
The
I
Walking
get
Dead,
it.
that's how they're doing
Like
that
I
as well.
get, okay, it's a warning, and yet they go click this link to see more of them, and they had an entire web page
Yeah.
full of just information and
Just like-
warnings on
yeah.
this,
Wow.
and I was like, this seems a little bit like over excessive. Like surely there's nothing that's that terrible.
What's the
Until-
name of it? All right.
It's
then.
called
Doki-
Doki Doki Literature.
Literature
I've got it on my
Okay.
list. Yeah.
It's a free game.
Okay.
So I think Doki Doki, if I remember correctly, is actually the Japanese description of a heart beating.
Yes, it's
Okay.
also used in other things. Yeah, and it also says a game. It's been used in other game titles as well. There's a game called Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Doki.
And there's also just a game literally just called Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, anyways, but so it's until you play it, you don't know what to expect. I'm not going to say anything
I was
because
gonna say it might be one of those things. It's good to go in it.
but it's like okay, so just as like kind of a little hint of it, I didn't watch any people play it on YouTube because
didn't watch
I
the
wanted
game
to,
theories
I didn't
either.
want to spoil. I didn't get to watch spoiled.
Yeah, Matt Pat did 2
And-
videos on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Before going, this game is more than just playing a game. There's like, if anyone plays it and actually like beat it and stuff, once you've done, go to the wikis and just read up on everything. And just there is so much stuff hidden in this game. It's ridiculous.
I'm not going to go into it because it's way too extensive and like
Yeah.
We'll be here for like
concluding.
5 hours.
yeah, and also it's just hard to explain. But essentially, I didn't watch any Let's Plays until I got up to a certain point. I got up to a certain point in the game and I stopped.
Yeah.
Because I did not like where this game was going.
Wow.
I had nightmares from this game,
Yeah.
and I refuse to watch any Let's Plays or any game theories or whatever it is, because I do not like this game. Like, it's brilliant. It's incredible the way the game developers made this.
Shit with you, though.
But it's like...
It would make you feel that way. That's really good.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
it's-
that type of thing.
Like
Yeah.
I said, this is giving me.
I've never
this
had
is
a-
giving me Corpse Party.
Oh,
But-
yeah, Corpse
and
Party's
Corpse-
very similar.
Yeah,
to
if
that.
Corpse Party
Yeah.
did come out this year, it didn't. But if it was, I probably would have
Just
mentioned
gonna
it.
double check the
because-
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Corpse Party is like it's like on that level where it's so
Well, because it's like, I've played a bunch of games that are like disturbing and shit like
And-
that. But this game, because I think, I don't know how to explain it, like, it's not that it catches you off guard because people are
It does
saying,
catch you off
oh,
guard,
this is, because people have told me it's a dark game.
But you're not ready for what's
Yeah.
there. Like, no, if long as something's
it possibly can't be that bad, and then it proves you wrong. You
Yeah.
go, oh,
It also
that's
does it fucks with your game as well. Like it does some very creative things, which I was like I haven't played it, but I've looked into it a lot. It does some really cool stuff. Whereas
Yeah.
like that's actually really smart and very well, and it's a well written game as well.
Oh, it's
very well written.
Yeah, it's made by one dude.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
It's a very interesting game. I think it's one of the most probably the most interesting game of this year is what they've done with this game. And,
Also, I just, I want to say this, but I'm not sure if it's
Don't-
a spoiler.
yeah, just because
But
I
it's
feel like
more about just like the actual computer itself.
actually I say just
Okay.
say it fucks with the game and
Yeah.
it does some scary shit.
Alright,
with it.
cool. Alright, yeah. So
That's
that's
yours.
Oh,
all.
my internet's so bad. I can't even download it at the moment.
It's a tiny game.
Yeah.
It's like
Actually, no, it's a bit. It's quite.
how big was it?
It's like 2 gig.
Oh, okay.
yeah, take a while, but I
Okay.
probably can.
Yeah.
Especially better on my laptop. I don't know why.
Yeah. Alright, so who's next? Who's the list? So what was your list again? It was
It was Night in the Woods, Tekken 7, Cuphead, Divinity Original Sin 2, and Doki Doki Literature.
which one is your favourite though?
Ooh.
I about one of those games literally scared you so much that
I don't want to touch
you
it.
don't touch it again,
anymore.
but
So
it's on your
cool.
list. It's a very interesting game.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I
pop.
never want to play it again. But it's.
I haven't
so
even
good.
finished it, and I can't touch it, like, because I know I stopped the game, and I was like, I don't want to resume that part. It's like, it fucks with the mind.
It's cool.
It's kind of half about Schindler's List. I'm in a different way, but yeah, just
Yeah.
watch it again.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Divinity, just because we're still playing it.
Yeah.
And you're just having a good
Oh, we're gonna be
time.
playing that game for years.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's,
love
it's such
Divinity.
a good game, though. Like,
Divinity Original Sin 2 is amazing.
I wouldn't mind
Probably-
trying the first one
Probably
again.
what? Nah, I'm on the thing where it's like I'm not going back to the first one. I've got I almost got a perfect RPG
Yeah.
where I'm like I don't need it. Like I will be playing this game.
What about Skyrim on Switch? What about Skyrim on VR?
What's Skyrim and Tamagotchi?
What about Skyrim on my tablespoon?
Just like look at your reflection. You bet you want to play Skyrim, you've got it in the background, it's like, what is it, that dude who like FaceTimed his PS4 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the bath, so he could have a bath while playing the
Yeah,
PS4.
he was on the toilet or having a shower or something,
Yeah.
and he put like a FaceTime, like a camera to the TV so,
So
he
he
could play
could
it.
see what.
Yeah.
That's obviously.
There's people who do that with
I know,
Surfaces.
right?
There's people who do it with Surfaces because Surfaces can link to Xboxes.
Yeah.
And you can.
I think you meant like services, like some dude's got a nice marble table and it's like reflected off.
It's like Tony Stark
Like
tech.
that, yeah.
No, but yeah, like one of those Surface tablets, like because you can link it to your Xbox, so you can like show whatever's on your Xbox on there. Some people do that. Like they put it at the end of their bath, like behind, like away from it, and then have like a controller just above the bath. I'm like, that's so. What if you slip and you're like,
Yeah, you know, right?
the controller's busted if you do that. But yeah, but people do that. It's cool. Alright, so your favorite was
I'd say Divinity.
Alright, whose list is up next? You want to go next, Joe?
Yeah, sure. I'll go next.
Alright.
I just need to get my list out again. And okay, because we're doing games first, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one I'll say. Do you want me to go through them all first?
Yeah, go through them all. Or if you want, do it however you want to do it.
I only just went through them just because I was like, I want to list through it.
This is an incredibly unprepared one. It's just,
Okay, I'll
it's
just
just
say
us fucking around. Really.
Okay, the first one is for me Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm actually happy that it did come out this year because I did not get a PS4 until later on after I got a job.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the trailer for this and I was getting really excited for it and I really wanted to play it. And
Yeah.
I had to wait a really long time because it was always $80 and I
Yeah.
never wanted to pay $80 for it. And then Black Friday happened and
Oh,
it was
yes.
like $30. And I was like, beautiful. And I played it. It's very good.
Yes.
Have you
Like,
finished it?
No, I'm still playing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still playing it. The game's really.
It is. It's
100%
pretty
of it,
long.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's on my
I've said it
list.
on many podcasts that it's on my backlog of games, but I will go back and
It's-
play it. 'Cause
It's
it looks
I
good.
don't know. I really like it because it's just I don't know. It's just a really interesting like take on like what it does with the whole technology.
Yeah.
I think, and also the game's beautiful.
Also, the game, from what you told me, Eric,
Gorgeous.
Yep.
it's open world done right.
It's like Pride. It's like,
gorgeous.
what if we made an open world game that was fun?
yeah.
It's like, Pride, you're a genius.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Like-
so smart.
I remember when I was playing it, it was raining, and then Aloy went to talk to somebody, and she looked like she was like
Yeah.
wet and damp from the rain, and I just went, this game looks
Oh yeah.
beautiful.
Sorry, an honorable mention I forgot to mention was Uncharted Lost Legacy. That's not
I didn't end up playing that. I'm actually
I chucked
sad
on my list. I was like, I just
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Yes, it's on my list. I'll talk about that.
Alright, cool. Yeah. We'll wait for your turn.
But yeah, it's such it gets really intense. So, like the games, it makes
Yeah,
it
I've-
really
I've had
atmospheric.
bits-
But
I've
there
had-
are parts where it gets.
I've had bits
so
where
yeah.
like people have shown me certain bits and like that is awesome. Like
Oh yeah, like one of the first, well not the first,
When you fight a
but
corrupted,
a few, like at
um,
least a couple of hours, and you just
what are
get
directors
there's like
called?
an ambush, and
Yeah.
it's like really intense.
was that one with the guy with the chain gun where he jumps up and there's a dude with like a chain gun.
Yeah.
I've seen
I
that
was
part.
like,
No, that was like that's hectic.
And you're fumbling around, but it's great. I actually really enjoy it. I have to try and finish
Fighting a
it.
corrupted Thunderjaw was like
Oh.
because they're super hard.
Yeah.
Mm,
I love the design of the Thunderjaws as well. Like they're so cool.
Shooting off all the bits of them, yeah.
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 Danny, do you have any interest in Horizon or?
Not really, actually. I kind of saw it and I was like, it's cool, but it's not really kind of my kind of game. Like
Yeah.
That's fair. I know people who've said that to me, and I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what put me off initially when it was coming out, where I was like,
But then you hear everything
because
else
it
about
just looked like another open world adventure game, and I was like, I'll pass, I'm fine. And then you told me, Eric, it was great, and everyone told me it's like one of the best open world games ever made.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
The
yeah.
open
I don't know
worlds-
if I'm sad.
Oh yeah,
In a while, yeah.
And
Yeah.
when people were rivaling it to Breath of the, if it was able to hold its weight when it came out right next to Breath of the Wild,
I would actually prefer it to Breath of the Wild, maybe because I'm not the biggest Zelda fan. It's not like I hate
Yeah.
it. It's just not
yeah.
what I'm into.
But yeah, the fact that speaks of quality, it held its own in terms of it being reviewed and sold well when it released near A, the Switch
And-
coming out, and B,
And
Breath
it makes
of the
you
Wild.
want to get the DLC because the DLC looks
Oh, yeah,
really
was that
good.
good DLC?
The
Yeah.
Breath of the Wilds, that looks really good.
It's pretty solid. I'd say like if you like the main game, get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because it just makes the environment look even better. Because I imagine, because how it's never snowy really, and I'm like, imagine this,
It's,
but it's snow, and I was like, I want it. I'm like, this looks really good.
that's,
But it's a really fun game, and I'm actually really happy I ended up getting to play it.
yeah. Alright, what's your next game?
My next one, even though I don't own a copy, but I got to play it with some of my friends, was Resident Evil 7. I did get to play
what
it.
did you think
might-
of that?
yeah.
That might be on multiple people's
Yeah.
lists.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
should we just talk about it now?
All of
It's-
us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's on yours, Eric.
Yeah,
it's on mine.
Yeah.
I don't want this. I didn't know it,
I
man.
loved it because at first I did watch people play it, and then I got to play it. I played the demo
Yeah.
in VR,
Oh,
which
fuck.
is terrifying.
Yeah, because I played the demo at your house, Eric.
Oh,
The
beginning
kitchen
hour,
demo.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was playing it like,
Oh, Kitchen Hour, yes. I different one to us. Yeah, we didn't play that.
Creepy
oh,
as.
no, yeah.
I played, yeah, that's right. I played the demo at like 10 o'clock at night on my PS4.
You like
It was
it?
terrible.
I
hated it.
remember the first time because you told me about the demo, and you said it was great, but you
Yeah.
didn't say anything else. And so I came over to play it, and I was sitting there like, this. I was like, even though this is like different for Resi, this is the
Amazing.
Resi I miss.
It was good, although I was like, it's not
Oh.
as scary as I like. 'Cause
It
it's
was-
just
it was
PT.
actually-
Yeah, it was like
actually scary.
if
and it's
Resi-
not as scary as PT. Man.
Oh yeah, no.
PT 's so much
PT
better.
was. I got scared from that from watching someone play it. I was like,
Yeah.
no, done, can't. I can't.
PT with surround sound is
Were
the
you the one that
scariest
got
game I've ever played.
spooked when you were playing it in the class?
No, I didn't get spooked. I was trying to intentionally trigger the chick to come kill you.
Yeah.
So all I heard is what you have to do is you.
Oh,
I
PT?
Yeah, in PT. I was trying to trigger her because I know there's certain ways you can trigger, and it's if you keep turning around and going back, if you keep
Should have
backtracking.
talked about the wage cap.
Yeah.
Just like trigger, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
that,
Can't take the word trigger in serious.
I
that's
know,
all.
right?
but yeah, that. But I remember when we first time I played the Resi demo, I was like, this is pretty much PT and Resi had a child, and I love
Which
it.
is not a bad
I
thing.
was like, I
Oh
love it.
no.
It's a great
And then
thing.
the game,
It's very smart.
and the game completely delivered on everything.
Yeah,
want from a
like
Resi
it was
game.
actually like you're like playing it. Like
Yeah.
I remember playing it with the girls, and we're all just looking at each other. Because we passed it around. Every time we got to one section, we're like, "Do you want to play?" And we're like, "No."
Yeah, when I first played it, I played it in this very room we're in, and I had Sean and Ben over, who are friends of the
Yeah.
podcast, because they had played it before, and I think they got it for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's right.
They got me Resi 7. And, or my birthday.
Whose
Yeah.
That's what
birthday?
you told me, yeah.
Yeah. And I was up here, and I was playing it, and the beginning of Resi 7 is probably one of the best intros to a horror game ever made.
Yeah.
Like, it's simple, it doesn't require anything, it's horrifying. It has probably the best scares, not the best, but some of the
I
most
love-
iconic scares in that game are in the beginning. Like the shot when you're walking down the stairs and you're looking down, it's black, and you just see the chick's hands
You
like,
see Mia, and
yeah,
she's just like,
and she's just crawling up, and then by the time you realize she's like stood up and just thrown herself at you, and you're like, oh god.
the most scary for me was the dad.
Oh yeah.
The daddy. Mr.
I had the wall bust through when he like
Oh, yeah.
when he bust
That
through the
was-
wall.
oh.
Did you cut off your leg?
Yeah, I had him come off my leg as well,
Yeah, that's
and I
good.
was like, oh, but yeah, Resi 7 is so. As a Resi fan, it's the best, but like
It's
like,
nice to see.
we
it
don't
go
get
back
horror
to
games
that.
like that any rarely.
I feel
Rarely do we get horror games that
Yeah,
great, and then
Resi kind of became an action franchise over a horror franchise for a bit.
oh yeah, with 5 and 6. And
Yeah, it was very action
and
and
maybe
sort of
four.
scary.
4, yeah, even
Yeah.
though 4's great from what I've heard. 4 is
scary.
very actiony from what I've seen though.
But it like you play this and it's all like
This is
dark
horror,
and creepy
And it's that great type of horror where it's not running away.
and
Like it is, you have choice. You
And-
choose how you approach every encounter.
yeah,
It was just such a fun horror game to play. Like it was.
and it's great to watch your friends play.
It was
too.
equal parts terrifying, equal parts just ridiculous amounts
Just a
of
good
fun.
job making a Resi game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something new.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Not a Hero yet?
No, is that good?
Yeah, it's out, yeah. It's okay. I mean,
Oh.
for free DLC, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I'm actually happy that they made that free.
The one where he plays Chris, yeah, and he
Yeah.
goes after Lucas.
Oh, that's cool. Good old Lucas.
You can punch people as well.
Oh, good.
It's really it's weird that they added that, but yeah, you can actually stun things. You can punch them ridiculously hard.
God, that's.
It's ridiculous.
I
and
love how
it's awesome at the
Capcom
same
have just
time.
acknowledged how stupid that is. Like,
What a strong boy he is.
yeah, well, how.
Yeah.
The strongest boy.
Yeah.
But it was a really
Yeah.
it's a very memorable game.
I think
to me.
it harkens back to what made Resi great, but it does a lot of new things with it as well.
Oh yeah,
And it's not I wouldn't call it the best Resi game. Or I wouldn't call it my favorite.
but it's a nice.
But it's
like, return.
one of the best Resis. I'd put it up there with the original trilogy in terms of how great it is.
Yeah,
It's so good.
it's
It's like horror films. I'm not a fan of the genre, but when they're
No.
done well, I love them to death. Same with horror games. I'm not a fan of the genre because of the amount of shitty horror games there are. Like, what was that painting when we played, Eric?
Oh,
Laser Fear.
Laser Fear.
Fuck, that
Something
game
good,
was
yeah.
so bad. And I've ranted, not on the podcast, but to all of you how I hated Outlast 2
yeah.
with a furious passion.
It's funny because I've
Yeah.
played Outlast 2 and I've played it and I'm just like it. Okay, the one thing I can say, it looks very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very
It
nice.
does, yeah.
But it's just a run away from shit
Yeah,
horror
it's
game. And I don't
basically
like
a
running.
big
I don't like.
chase scene
I like when I
Oh,
run.
yeah, it's
I love
fine.
when I run in a horror game. It's my choice, and I'm doing it because
And it's like gore
because
for
the game-
the sake of gore.
Yeah, but I like in a horror game where like running should never be what you're forced to do. It should be
You
the
have
game's throwing you in a
to.
situation. You can either try and fight, hide, or run, and then it's up to that. And that's
After
what
a
Resident
while,
That's
it gets a bit ridiculous. It's like, oh man, I'm being chased by this completely naked woman. I can't even shove her off me. Like, that's
Yeah.
kind of
I know.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah, and she'd fund you no matter what. It was kind of
and then
like.
but Resi was like, especially with the first 3 quarters of the game. The last quarter of Resi 7 is a bit weak. I'll say
Yeah.
that. Like,
A
but not
little
bad.
bit.
It's still fun, but it's not as epic and
It-
awesome as the first.
Like the
rest of
first like part like
Yeah, but like how open that was, but in a really nice and confined way. But like how like you were like checking everything, but you also like you were keeping an eye out, and how like at any point one of the Baker
Bakers
family
could
could just
come in,
show up, and it throws a wrench into your work. It's like, but again, it's not like, oh, I have to run away. Like you can shoot, you can hide, you can do whatever. And I love the horror where it's my actions are what's causing the horror.
I think they
Instead of like, oh look, chick with a massive pick. What am I gonna run away?
yeah it's really sucky because the first Outlast is really good.
Yeah, no,
The
see,
first
I
one
prefer the
is-
first one way more than the
This
second
turned
one.
into
the first
praising
one.
Resi 7 to ripping on Outlast.
I
Isn't
know.
that always
It
what
had
happens?
it had
Yeah.
amazing ideas. I still love
Yeah.
the school parts. Like, they don't really fit.
Oh,
Oh.
that was the best.
They don't
part
really
of it.
fit the story,
Of
but
Outlast too,
independently,
yeah.
the horror's so
That's
good.
what I
man.
said. I like that so much better than the other bit. 'cause
I wish-
I'm like,
I remember saying when we were playing, 'cause me, you, and our friend Colby were playing Outlast 2, Eric. And I said it. I was like, why couldn't the entire game have been the school?
Yeah.
Like that should have been the entire game.
If they just made it shorter, though, because I feel like it'd be a bit weird, because obviously it's just so desolate. And
Yeah.
It's just so
yeah.
just
And I feel like they wanted to have multiple enemies as well.
yeah.
I feel like the concept of the school, you could actually go a lot further.
There's so much more story and lore in the store areas.
Yeah.
The school
Because
areas.
everything
That's why I
else
liked
outside of
it.
the
Remember we
school-
were talking about all the theories about that and stuff, and
yeah.
like finding out that the spoiler for Outlast 2 has been out for a
Yeah.
while. That the father is the monster because you can tell by the birthmark
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah, and like
the father. You
The-
mean the
the
priest?
priest.
Yeah, the priest,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
so,
no,
yeah.
I knew that straight away. I was
Yeah.
like, it makes sense.
but like
that
I
he
feel
was
like that
creepy
concept, if
guy.
they just made it about school trauma and all that shit, and
Yeah.
just, if they
Yeah,
made
because like, how does it connect to the main game?
if they made the entire game purely on that, I would have loved them like awesome. Because also there's more game mechanic stuff you could possibly pull off with that as well. But like both those arcs, it's just like here's the backstory. That's all so scary, and here's back to the main story. There's no link at
Yeah.
all. It's just too
No.
horror. It's like pick one and stick to it. Game, come on, like
Yeah.
you don't do two separate stories just because you feel like doing two separate stories. But yeah,
Yeah, like
Resi
this-
7's fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
The next one.
Yeah, what's your next game?
If I remember.
It's Resi 7 again. That's how good
it
it
was
is.
so good. I put it twice. No, the next one is Injustice 2.
Yes, that's a really good
It is really good. It was one of the first games I bought on the PS4,
game. Yeah.
and I sunk so many hours into it because
Yeah.
the fact that there was gear
Yeah.
excited me.
It's
to
actually
no
a
end.
really like my only issue with it is the roster. I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, I can agree.
It's
The
a
roster
very-
was a bit. It was basically Flash
Teenage
and
Mutant Ninja
Friends,
Turtles.
and
That's for DLC
Hellboy.
though. Yeah, that's for DLC
I know.
now though. That's why I don't actually own the game. I played it with some friends and stuff. I'm waiting for the of course the Warner Brothers pattern of release the fighting game with all the DLC version.
yeah.
So I'm waiting for that because I'm like I do want to actually play a lot of it, but I'm like I'm just gonna wait for the big version that has all the DLC
Yeah.
and then sit
I
down.
have one of the DLC characters. I have Red Hood. That's one of the
Yeah.
ones I have.
Yeah.
I actually really like him.
Well, the fact they've added, like you said, Eric, Hellboy and the Ninja Turtles
Oh wow,
is
yeah.
the best. That's like that is
At
awesome.
first, I kind of looked at it and I was like, huh? And then I watched it again.
Well, a
I
lot of
was
people
actually,
like that doesn't make sense. It's like, well, DC for a while did a Ninja Turtles comic book run.
Yeah.
Like they did art for it, and I think they also did stuff with Hellboy for a bit as well. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But Injustice 2 is a really good game. I like
It is. It is it is such a fun game, and the story. I actually did like the story quite a bit. I was kind of like,
Yeah, the story's good.
yeah, like it's. And people, I know people who are like, it's about the fighting. I'm like, yeah, but it gives the game more substance.
Well, that's what NetherRealms does really well. Is they put story
Yeah.
to their fighting games,
And
they
it
kind of
looks
forced
really
Tekken
good.
to do that. That was the only bad thing about Tekken 7 was the story mode was kind of trash.
Yeah, there wasn't really a story.
Except for the end. The end with Devil
Oh,
Kazuya
yeah.
was the best, and how spoiler alert, Heihachi dies.
Oh, that was so sad.
Yeah.
I don't think Heihachi's dead.
It's Heihachi. You
though.
can't kill Heihachi.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Also, I think if there's a Tekken game, because Heihachi is
He's a very iconic character. For
he's
every
also
single
yeah.
game.
he's also a very played character. A lot of people play Heihachi. I feel like if Tekken 8 didn't have Heihachi, fans would be pissed. They'd be like,
See, unfortunately,
Mecha
as much as,
Hayachi.
yeah, make Heihachi, yeah.
as much as you don't like this, Lei Wulong probably wasn't a very
No!
popular character.
They need him in every Tekken game! He's been in all of them since 3!
Has he? Yes, it's 3. He wasn't even in 1 and 2.
Which one was him?
He's the Jackie Chan character.
Ah,
The cop who I played almost all the time next to Hwarang and fucking Yoshimitsu.
Him.
And I was like, yeah, Lei Wulong's the best. And they took him out. And they haven't even announced him for DLC, but they announced other characters from other games. Ugh.
Mhm.
But yes. What was the game we're talking about? Injustice.
Injustice 2.
This has become a very Ramblers
I
podcast.
don't know if it's better than the first one. I'm actually super excited because I like.
That's better fighting than the first one. The first one was super unbalanced from when I played it. If you played Aquaman or Deathstroke, you
Green
won.
Lantern as well.
Yeah.
Green Lantern's still kind of OP in my opinion.
But it was like those characters were the broken characters and they never got nerfed, ever.
yeah.
Well, they did, but it wasn't
And
nerfed
also,
enough.
like I said, the game looks really good. I will say there are some characters I'm actually really happy that they brought in, but there were some where I was like, why couldn't you just keep a couple from the first one and ditch
Yeah.
these ones?
Yeah.
like Dr. Fate was just there because he was a plot convenience at one time. I'm like, you could have mentioned him and he could have just popped up. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be.
They put him in purely for his fight style because he has a pretty cool fighting style.
Oh yeah, and Gorilla Grodd, I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, so good. But yes.
Sure.
What's your next game?
My next one is if my phone will stop turning off. Okay. This one beat out.
Is this your last game?
No, this is my fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one beat out episode prompto, and it was Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and this is... I'm being a little biased here, because it's here mainly because I'm such a huge Kingdom Hearts fan.
Still have my copy of that.
Yeah, it's in my room.
Bitch.
It's chilling
Yeah,
out with
good
all my
falls asleep.
games.
No more icon.
Yeah, I just really like it because I understand, like, it's nice to have Dream Drop Distance on HD. That was probably one of the main reasons why
I
wanted
like
it.
Dream Drop Distance. I didn't love it. I thought it was okay.
No, I like parts of it. There are really good parts
The
of
story
that game.
is by far the worst thing. I can't stand the story.
Nah,
of Dream Drop.
Recoded's worse.
It's the worst.
Recoded's worse. But it was also nice to see maybe a bit of a taste of what Kingdom Hearts 3 would be with Aqua, and I actually really liked the stuff that
I didn't
happened
actually
with
finish that,
Aqua.
which is odd because it's a very short
Oh yeah,
thing.
it's very
But I didn't
short.
finish it, but
I finished it.
I thought it was cool. I was like, oh, so this
It was really
cute.
fun, and also
I was-
Aqua's moves and her fighting
I was
styles
like,
were really good.
oh, so Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be this smooth. Ooh, okay then.
Yeah, it looks really nice, but yeah, obviously the graphics have improved
Yeah.
from recent Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers anyway from that. So it was just a really nice thing. The only thing I hate, and I can say this confidently, the only thing I hate is the movie. that was
I
attached to
didn't
it.
even watch it.
There was a movie?
It
Yeah.
was pointless.
Yeah.
It answered no questions.
Is a Kingdom Hearts thing. It's meant to
Kingdom Hearts
it's meant to replace your questions with even more questions and then add more questions onto
Yeah,
those
it was like,
questions.
who's the traitor?
That's Kingdom Hearts
The
plot,
only
right?
good part about the movie is that the Master of Masters is voiced by the same guy who does Noctis, and he's like this really charming guy.
Yeah.
Like, he cracks jokes, and he was the best part of that movie, but everything else fell so short.
Oh wow.
I watched it, and I was like, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
That was pointless.
That's bad.
Like, I think they did it just to show off the graphics engine,
Yeah.
because it looks really nice, but apart from that, no. But I think 0.2, which is Aqua's little thing, that's really good, and having to play Dream Drop Distance on HD,
Yeah.
that's also really
Dream Drop was okay though.
It's
I-
okay. It's
I
not the
wasn't a big
best game
fan.
by far, no. But it's still, I put it on here mainly because, like, fan, had a fun time.
Yeah. Alright, so what's your last game?
My last one, actually, because I played it recently, and I thought of it, I don't know if everyone's going to agree with it, but I actually really like Life is Strange Before the Storm.
I played that. Yeah, I played that.
I've yet to
It's
play it.
actually fair. I like it because in the first Life is Strange, even though I think it's good, Max is kind of a weak character. She's very blasé. She's very like
she
meh.
just goes with her.
Chloe
man.
has a lot more to play with, and the mechanic they use for her
Yeah.
in Before the Storm is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
the
to sass
back talk
people.
one. Yeah, the back talk.
Awesome! It's
Yeah.
amazing. And any opportunity I get to do it, I'm like, hell,
Gotta do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Because it's what she is. And you get a little bit of backstory on Chloe, which is really nice because she's actually a very, like,
Yeah.
she felt abandoned by pretty
I
much
gotta
anyone.
go back and play Life is Strange.
I gotta play them because I got it for free on my PlayStation 4. For PS Plus.
Same.
And I didn't play
They're
it.
fun to play, like, when you play especially new Telltale games, because unlike them, like, Life is Strange, you get, like, content for your money.
Yeah.
Walking
Yeah.
Dead season, like, what is it, season 3, The New
Blech.
Frontier,
Yeah.
is like an
Yeah.
hour an episode or something. Like, Life is Strange is about 3 hours an episode.
And also,
You just get
Yeah.
so
And
much
also,
more money
Walking
for
Dead,
it.
just like the show, just kind of is dying out.
That's not
Oh, the
supposed to-
game's, like, okay now.
Yeah?
Like, it's lost a bit of steam, but it isn't like the show, which has
Okay.
lost all of it.
I've been tempted to give the new.
Like, it makes you want to throw it out the window, like Negan throws Rick out the window in the new episode.
I was tempted to give the new season of Telltale Batman a go. 'Cause it is Joker focused from what I saw.
Which, and Harley Quinn, which was actually very
Well,
excited
but
for.
same-
I was like, I loved
At
her
the same time,
costume.
I think I'm kind of permanently Telltaled out.
I'll play the last
Until-
season of The Walking Dead, because the next one's going to be the last one.
Oh, okay.
And when The Wolf Among Us comes back, because
That will be when I co-
I really
that-
like
that
When is
and-
that supposed to come out? And when is...
next
One
year.
day.
Maybe.
I call
Yeah, one
it is
day.
now Telltale. It's now Telltale's modern myth.
Oh, I've still got about Game of Thrones season 2 as well.
Oh my god, I actually really loved the Game of Thrones Telltale. I think that was really...
enjoyed
Yeah.
greatly enjoyed bits of it.
Yeah, so did I.
They were-
Yeah. There were other bits of it that
I
I
need to
thought
play
could.
through
My
it.
favorite part was
Rest of it.
Cotter the potato fucker.
Yes.
That was my favorite part.
There's things I
yes.
really love about it, and there's things I fucking despise.
The bad Telltale things it does are
Yeah.
the worst in
Yeah.
like any game.
Like
they've done.
the last episode I think is trash.
Last episode's cool, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The thing I loved was
The episode before it was fucking
that
awesome.
that choice you had to choose between Asher and Roderick. Yeah, spoilers, but it's been out for
Yeah.
ages, guys.
Yeah,
That was
the
good.
only issue is the episode
I
that follows makes that choice
died.
nearly pointless.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I died because
Nearly.
I loved both of them for different reasons,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Who'd you pick?
I
Who was the
kept Asher.
who was
Yes,
the
and I-
who was the
Screw you, kid from Roderick.
yeah? Cause
Ash for life.
oh wait, I can't remember which one was which.
Roderick's the older one.
He got
Ash is the
scarred
one
up.
from
Roderick got
Essos.
scarred up,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, because Roderick's the badass who like is a bit of a dick and kind of does his own thing.
No, that's Asher.
Is that Asher?
Ash is the one from
Asher!
Essos.
yeah,
Oh yes.
with what's her face?
Oh, the
I
woman.
thought I picked Asher. Did I pick Roderick?
No, you picked Roderick.
Yeah,
you
you
told
told
me you
me.
picked Roderick because you were like, oh no, Asher would do it just to maybe make up for the lost time. Or
Oh yeah, no
something.
yeah.
You did it, and I did it because I thought if any of them was going to sacrifice themselves, it would be Roderick.
And like Ash is better to have because he controls the pit fighters.
That's
yeah,
also-
exactly. That's why I was.
Also, Ash is an amazing fighter as well.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
better
That
Roderick.
also that is a true. That's a good thing that I do like about that. is-
Beskar, that's her
that choice is one of the things that I love about Telltale is it does like it allows people to like debate what is the like a better choice and like
And it was like,
Yeah.
it was almost 50-50 as
Yeah.
well. It was really good.
yeah
That
that's what like when we were that that's like the hype one of the when it does its shit right. Telltale Game of Thrones is fucking great.
And when it's like
Yeah.
a 90-10%, it's embarrassing.
yeah, and then like
Yeah.
but then when you get like
But there are some really good bits, like the first episode where you talk to Cersei. That is
oh
also one of
I
my
thought the first episode
favourite
I didn't
parts
I
of
personally
that.
the first episode of
Can't
Telltale Game of Thrones was the best episode was the first.
Yeah, because that's you had to like.
I
you
thought that
playing
really
I think the
stuck
Red
around.
Wedding's cool.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
and I thought that stuck out. Everything else kind of middled together. Like it was just like, eh.
Yeah, because
Eh.
I remember the start because you got to play as Mira,
And
and
unless
you
you're
had to
playing as
basically
Asher.
swear your allegiance to Cersei, someone who is fighting against her own family,
Yeah.
otherwise she's pissed at you. I was
Yeah.
like,
and then you get stabbed in the throat by Bolt.
Oh, the kid, yeah, by
Ramsay.
Ramsay.
oh, that
That was
killed me.
awesome.
That was cool, yeah.
I was like,
See, I will go back to playing Telltale games when eventually if we do get a Tales of the Borderlands Season 2, and when
I kind of don't want us
Yeah,
to, because I don't want them to ruin it.
I actually like how perfect it ended. Like the whole like what happened. Like it's
They might explain it they'll probably explain it in Borderlands
Yeah.
for you, that's fine.
And I like the whole fact where it's just like I've noticed people don't like that. It's a very unconclusive ending. It's like, well, the arc ended. It's more ended on a now they're off to their
What are they going to do next?
yeah, and that I love stories with, like what's going to happen next. Like well, it's not a sequel bait, but it's just like just because the story's over doesn't mean their lives are over. Like they have a life. Like they will have other adventures. We may not see them, but they'll have other
Yeah.
adventures. And like their lives don't end when the stories end, and I like that. I was like, and also Tales of Borderlands was just so fucking good. I remember that game.
but back to Life is Strange because
Oh yeah,
it went off
let's
course.
go check the computer.
No, it's just I think I might possibly like it more than the first Life is Strange because she doesn't rely on a kind of convenient power that kind of comes out of nowhere.
I did kind of miss the power a bit, and the
Oh
fact
yeah,
that...
the fact that you can play God with people, I
Yeah.
liked that.
Yeah.
But I
Also, they kind of hinted at power in the first episode, and they just
Yeah.
don't do anything with it, which is really weird. I
yeah.
don't get that at all.
Dan,
That was really
do you
dumb.
like Life is Strange or interested to play
I'm
it before
interested
Storm?
to play it. As I said, I'm going to play it one day.
I will say the second one to me feels more fun to play as because that's like I said you get
You can, you can
That's
play
true.
D. You can play D&D in the second one, in Before the Storm.
Infinitely better game.
Yeah, you can play D&D in the first one.
Infinitely.
No, well, I want to play
Yeah.
the first one just so I can get some history. and
Oh
backstory.
yeah, that's always really good. But the second
Which one do you prefer, the first or second?
The first one. I mean, it's also 5 episodes compared to 3.
I
Yeah.
know that's the only thing I was
Yeah.
kind of like.
How
Yeah,
long
but
are the episodes in 3?
Uh,
the second one.
About like 3 hours each. Like, if you do everything,
Oh,
about 3
okay.
hours.
So that's not
yeah.
too bad.
Yeah.
So does it mean you get so much more
Yeah.
Yeah.
for your
content.
buck?
yeah.
Who
But-
makes Life is Strange? I know Square produces it.
Dex 9's the new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's made by a different developer, the second season.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
but I'm actually very happy that they chose if they were going to do another one they chose they chose to go with Chloe
Yeah.
because she was
Well,
probably,
I played a bit of it at your house, Eric, the first one. And I really liked what I played of it, which was...
yeah
I liked how it wasn't just an obvious game. It was very like you had to actually think about what you're doing in that game. It was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
character interaction
The only
actually
thing
means
people
something.
don't like is the ending, which I can actually agree with. The ending's a bit.
Don't spoil it, 'cause I do want to actually go
Yeah,
back.
no,
It's
same
on my
here.
Oh
backlog.
god, I almost did.
Ah!
That was
Tip my
close.
tongue, alright, I won't, yeah.
Alright, so is that your last game?
Yeah,
Sure.
those are my 5.
Alright,
Nice.
that's a good. What were they again? So it was.
It was Horizon Zero Dawn,
Good
and
game.
then it was
That from my head.
Resident Evil 7,
Fucking
Injustice
great
2,
game.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and Life is Strange Full Stop.
Sweet. Alright, do you want to go last week or me go last, Eric?
I'll go now.
Alright, cool.
So, I actually had mine kind of ranked.
Yeah.
Number 5 was
Mine ranked,
something we can talk about. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
Good game.
Ooh.
It
Didn't
just,
love it, but it's a good game.
Yeah, it surged above pretty much everything else I played. Like I said, I played
Yeah.
I beat Shadow of War.
Yeah.
That was fun, but it does feel like the heart's kind of gone after Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
And the whole endgame grind stuff that I just can't be bothered doing.
And the ending is incredibly weak and just
yeah.
bad.
Played some other stuff that was like, you know what, Wolfenstein, I didn't agree with some of the stuff I did, but I clearly tried really hard.
Yeah. And it is a very, like, fun game to play. Like, and
Yeah.
it's not pointless. Like, it actually does try to become a really great game. It's just, like a lot of things that try to be great, it just, some succeed and some don't.
It's got a great opening. You
Yeah.
get to see
Oh,
Hitler.
yeah.
You can kick Hitler if you want.
Yeah. It's got, and the shooting mechanics are tight as fuck. Like, it's, there's a lot of...
I love watching videos of it.
It's a very good game. Like, I didn't love it, but I did
You had
vastly
fun.
enjoyed a lot of
Yeah.
or almost all my time with the game.
It's
But you
really
had
fun.
games that maybe had more like, substance.
And there was times where it did soar into greatness, where it was like, this is actually brilliant, and then there'd be times where it'd be like, all right, now it's back to a fun game, and then it'd be like, all right, great, now fun. It wasn't consistently great, like New Order was, where it was like, I thought this was a genuinely great game the entire way through, but New Colossus is still pretty good.
Still very solid, yeah.
Yeah, Danny, you didn't play the New Colossus, did you?
I haven't played either of them.
Please play them. If you love the new Doom, you'll love these games. Even though neither of them are as good as the new Doom.
Yeah, no, Doom is best.
Doom 2016 is
No, Doom 2.
Doom 2 is
Doom
pretty great.
3!
Doom 2.
Get out!
No, 2. No, Doom 3.
Doom 3 is the worst game ever made.
I know,
Nightmares
exactly.
of it.
Not
I'm
because
still playing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
not because it's scary. Just like that. Just like the idea of putting it in a electively. Like
Oh god, I've been playing for 8 hours. I feel like I've done nothing.
just the
It's all the same.
just the idea of like voluntarily.
Why is hell so dark and ugly?
Just the idea
It's so
of,
boring.
just the idea
Why
of-
is it so dark? I can't see
Just the
anything.
idea of actually choosing to put that disc in your console is like
It's not scary, it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, it's
I
Doom
could be
3.
doing something.
Why don't
else.
the weapons feel fun to shoot?
Yeah. Oh, the shotgun in Doom 3 is the fucking worst.
Shotgun's not too bad, but you use it so much you just lose all its impact.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
no Doom.
You're just like
Doom
bang,
2016
It's
shotgun.
no Doom 2016 Shotgun.
Where you like,
Bang.
oh,
fun.
Danny, you should play the new Wolfensteins. They're really good.
I'll give it a go eventually.
They're really good. They're really
Probably
good.
not.
Yeah.
They're,
I said everyone. Oh, yeah,
they're really
yeah,
fun.
don't
One
worry.
of them has zombies that fall out of the sky and explode.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Blood.
Oh, blood.
Raining Fire Zombies, that was
Yeah.
fun.
And it has a giant golem at the end that it's cool. Play it. You want to shoot Nazis that are also mecha like cybernetic and have dogs and giant.
And Mecha
robot
Hitler
dogs.
is coming soon, I'm sure.
Yes,
Mm.
he will be the final boss of the third game.
The old
Like
Hitler.
Yeah, the old Hitler. I'm pretty sure if they call like the new Reich or something like that. That'd be a cool title or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Did it kind of end on a cliffhanger?
yeah, massive cliffhanger.
Okay.
It's like the whole point of 2 is like starting a revolution, and the revolution starts at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so pissed off at Pete Hines if they don't make a new one.
Yeah.
Not Bethesda, just Pete Hines.
Yeah. Since you do nothing.
I'm pretty sure he's in charge of it, so can be
Yeah.
angry at
Yeah,
Pete
that makes
Hines.
sense.
Yes. What's the next game?
The next one was Untitled: The Lost Legacy.
Good game.
I
Danny,
didn't
you
get to play it.
Danny, you
I'm
played it
actually
quite a bit.
surprised at the cost of it because from what I saw,
Small game.
Yeah.
it was a really good price for it. I was expecting it to
Yeah, it
cost
was only
way
$50.
more.
Yeah. It's because it's a mini game. Well, not mini. It's pretty like maybe like 6-7 hours.
I liked it because it was about Chloe. And
Yeah.
That's fun, yeah.
Chloe's also voiced by the same chick who does Morrigan in Dragon Age.
Yes.
And I was like,
Claudia
yes!
Black, the one and only.
From Australia.
Yeah, from Australia. we
So she has a good Australian accent.
yeah.
Yeah, she does. She's
She has like the perfect Australian accent where you're just like, that's just
That's what makes people attracted to us.
Yeah.
Not,
We did-
I thought it was the
Not all
incessant beer
crikey.
drinking.
Rocky.
yeah.
I thought it was that like fun. I thought it was that fun-loving
The
attitude towards
incessant beer
racism.
drinking, yeah, and the unapologetic racism.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was a healthcare system that works. No,
What it does.
Maybe
oh yeah.
I'll have
It works
to.
pretty well. It's not the
think
best,
about-
but it
No,
works
that's what I
pretty
meant.
well.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a healthcare system that works on like a lot of countries that don't have good.
It's not
Yeah.
Canada. It's not Canada's, but sure as fucking America's.
Yeah.
Canada's got great healthcare.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ours
yeah,
better
they
than
do.
America though.
So
Yeah,
it's like
America's like, oh, you're dying. Do you have $4,000 on you right now? No.
No.
Sweden
Fuck
couldn't
you.
have like worse racism than us, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
Sweden's got
so-
good healthcare though.
Yeah.
And also education's free.
and all countries in Europe is
Oh, really?
education's free. I think from what
Yeah.
Sean
Is
A
it
told
like
me.
lot of
Hex?
a lot of them have really good one.
Yeah,
Is that kind of like Hex kind of
no,
free?
We should have that.
no, it's
so,
free.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's free.
That's
because
actually
they I remember. Well,
I'm pretty sure Germany abolished fun. Like,
yeah,
things,
because Sean went to Germany and he said, and one of his friends over there was like, no, yeah, 100% free
Wow.
because they were like, education should be free.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to pay for it.
I know they should bring that here. They're all like, no.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we wouldn't all be 40 grand in debt after our uni courses.
40, haha. You mean 60, 80, 120?
Seriously?
Something like that. It's
Depends
like,
on it depends on the course.
yeah, so I know at least most of my units.
But we're at
cost
least 10.
3
We're at
grand.
least in the
Fuck,
or at
dude.
least in the 20 grand. Yeah, I've had some units that have cost me $2,000.
But I was gonna be high in debt. Like I am, but
Yeah, yeah.
And
We're all
also plus-
we're all past 20k grand in debt.
Except me.
at least, yeah.
Except me.
Yeah, don't do uni or do uni, but don't do uni, but do
Yeah.
it.
So I can get hired straight out of uni with my.
Just
Great,
don't like.
Yeah, true. Not mine. I have a film degree.
Yeah.
Wait. Would that go. Oh, I was to say, you're not earning that much, so they won't take it out of your hex.
Yeah, they only take it out of your hex once you earn a certain amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was just a. Yeah.
So like, I've heard of people who get promoted at their work and they've asked not to be promoted. They're like, no, I'm happy. Just like don't promote me, otherwise.
Yeah, because it's at.
Otherwise, they'll take my like. Or it's like, oh, we're gonna give you an increased paycheck. I'm like, don't, please don't. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I will actually get less money because they'll start taking money out of my account because of hex.
Yeah.
Because
it's at 56,000 at the moment. That's when you get.
What game we talking about?
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Uncharted. I love
That
movie.
veered off so like there's like a road. Well, it goes much.
And I don't take it out of the state
Going
either.
back.
Yeah, and then it was.
Just die. Just die.
Yeah. But yeah, so Uncharted Lost Legacy is really good. I
Yeah,
loved it.
good game.
Yeah.
Good action.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Oh,
I really
wow.
hope that-
Chemistry between the leads.
I really hope that this is like the future of Uncharted, where instead of them making massive, big, long games, there's like we're just gonna keep making small Uncharted adventures. That
Sam and Sully next.
yes, please, that'd be so good.
Oh
Be
yeah.
fun,
Yeah.
Also, Troy Baker will be in it, and he's also in. He's also in this one, and he makes everything.
Troy
better.
Baker's great. He also
We
made a
met
Christmas
him.
poem.
Yeah,
We met
Yeah, I
him.
met him. I got a photo of him, and it was cool. And he loved my shirt.
Troy Baker's the best.
He was best.
He was also really.
We're renaming
snazzy
our
too.
podcast
He
to the-
dressed like
We're renaming our podcast to the Troy Baker Appreciation Podcast.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my god.
I wish they only chucked up that what's it called, the I wish he started funding his album in like a month,
yeah.
because I would have like paid
Oh, like the $2
would have
grand.
paid to go to The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
I probably would have actually.
Also, his new album with his band Window to the Abbey is fucking.
That's definitely released it. You have to send me a copy.
Yeah, I'll send you the files. It is beautiful.
What was that? He's not going to break the law? No, of course he's not. You're not going to send me. You're not going to send me the files.
No, I'm gonna.
No
I'm
CDs,
gonna-
guys.
Yeah,
CDs.
we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait the time, and it's alright, Troy Baker. You get more fans. It's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah. That's the next game.
Resi 7. We've
Yeah,
been
boy.
talking about that enough.
Next game.
Horizon.
Yeah,
Because I've beaten it. I've beaten
Yeah.
Frozen Wilds.
You
Yeah.
100%ed it, yeah.
Good game. Good job making an open world game. All the weapons are super satisfying to
Oh,
use.
I love the weapons. They're
Weapons are
great.
fantastic. Super varied, interesting. You can blow the armor off dinosaurs with the Terror
Yeah.
Blaster. You can
Yeah.
stick them to the ground. You can shoot them with bows. You can trip them. You
do
can put
anything.
down mines. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
stealth or try and
You
go.
can sell.
for
You can.
long,
You
like-
can. You can trap them in pyramid schemes. You got it.
That's a good strategy.
I like how I remember one of the boss fights. One of the first boss fights you do is like.
That's another side note. It's nice seeing a game with boss fights.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. They
Like,
have.
I'm sick of the tendency to do away with boss fights in most modern games. Not
I
all.
like boss
I don't
fights.
like boss fights.
I love.
I like boss fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole idea of boss fights has been it's the ultimate challenge. It's like it's meant to test everything you've learned in a game. And then
Yeah,
you're meant to try
I
and
just like
overcome
the
it.
idea of like trying to figure out how to defeat.
Yeah.
Especially the boss fights, they just kind of tell you, and you just need to figure out
Well,
what's the
what I-
best way
That's
to
what I
do
love
it
about
without
that's what I love
dying.
about that's what I love about Cuphead and like the Dark Souls series is that every boss is a spectacle. You have to try and figure out like how to actually beat this boss and
Yeah.
like it's always yeah. Horizon looks good.
The DLC's got good bosses. They introduce a new
Oh,
enemy
really?
that's super hard. Yeah, like
Oh,
really,
sounds fun,
really
though.
hard.
Do you guys think like because Horizon will get a sequel with that
I
successful?
hope so.
I'm sure
But it will.
yeah.
Sony will be like, hey, that made a lot of money and a lot of people loved it. You get it.
And we're games, so we have to make franchises. That's what we do.
I feel like there's
do
material.
you guys think a Horizon Zero Dawn 2 would be better than this, or do you think?
Depends where they go with it.
I feel
I
like
don't know where they
it
would go
might
for it.
get a little bit stale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they have to
the
really.
safest choice would be to just leave it as it is, a good standalone
I feel like
game.
if they're going to do a sequel, they'd have to do something pretty big.
They would. I don't think
change
they'd
it up.
focus on
Not
Aloy.
change it, but something that would be different from this. Because I don't think people would want two massive open world dinosaur
Oh.
games that are
Yeah,
almost
and
identical.
I don't think they'd focus on Aloy. I think maybe they'd focus on what is his name?
It'll be cool seeing where Aloy goes though. Be like,
Oh yeah, I actually really.
It'd be
like
cool if it was
Aloy.
like an area like if it was like everything you've built up in the first game gets completely destroyed in the same
Oh,
game.
what's
and you
that
have to
guy's name?
and
That
you have to
looks
go
after
somewhere
it?
else and you go to a new land
Oh,
as different
God.
dinos, but it's like not necessarily.
I'd love something set in like a city. I know because most of
Yeah.
the cities are supposed to be destroyed because it's 1,000 years in the future, but like just a ruined city, that'd be good.
Yeah,
that would be.
and you have to like
actually
kind of
really
build it up and like
Or even just explore, that'd be
Yeah.
really fun.
that'd be awesome. Alright, so what's your next game?
What was that, number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, let's settle in for a bit of Cuphead talk.
Oh, Cuphead.
Real Cuphead hours. What playing Cuphead? Yeah, it's got to be Cuphead for number 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I like
I
Cuphead.
can't. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Me and Dani do have to go through and finish that. That we will. When that came out at a bad time because of uni and life. But we are. I really want to go back and finish that.
For
'cause-
$30, oh, so
I know,
good.
I should
right?
play it.
And just the amount of love and craft that went
And
into
just
that game.
talking to other people about playing and seeing where they're getting up to. We had a guy in
Yeah.
our class who during lectures would be playing Cuphead on his laptop the whole time.
Yeah.
I would be amazed because, playing with mouse and keyboard isn't easy.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like that game was designed for controlling.
And yeah, being like, oh, I'm getting a bit better at this. Oh, I just beat Cuphead on expert in a day. Oh,
No.
good one. Oh, you beat Cuphead on your mouse and keyboard. Oh,
Cool.
I'm so good.
It's your mate that came over.
He beat an expert in a day.
Yeah,
and
that's insane.
A guy who was in my lecture beat it on mouse and keyboard
can't
really
even.
quickly.
Yeah.
Like
the blimp chick gave us like hell.
Oh yeah, like she looks easy to beat, but for some, it's the UFOs.
It's
that
the
you fight.
the end
Yeah.
part. That part's hard.
Just the reward of beating them.
Yeah.
Listening to other people talking about how
style.
hard some of the bosses are. And, oh, I did that easily. Oh, I struggled with this boss. Oh, I did it
Yeah.
easily.
That's like the Dark Souls thing as well, where it's like
That one was easy. I'm like,
one of my
spent a
favorite
day
things
on
that I've ever
Like
had.
the dragon, I don't get so many people
Yeah.
struggle with the dragon. I don't think it was hard at all.
One thing I've had one of my greatest things is in Bloodborne. The second boss you fight is a guy called
Gascoigne?
Father
Yeah.
Gascoigne, and I'd heard from friends and on the internet he was brutally hard. Like he was hard as balls. I beat him. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I got to his area when I was playing it. Beat him on the first try while having only one healing item and had like 20 like 30,000 blood echoes. So I was like, oh god, I really hope I don't die because I don't have to go back and grab them. Beat him on my first try when he was just about to kill. I
So
got my
with getting your blood echoes back,
Yeah.
because I died,
yeah,
restarted the lantern,
yeah,
went to the whatever the hub world's called.
yeah.
My blood echo is still going to be there.
They'll still
They
be
just
there.
disappear if you die
Yeah,
again.
if you
Okay.
die again, they go.
Sweet.
But he was about to land another hit on me, and I got like one hit before his character hit mine, and it killed him. And it was why I heard that this boss was like one of the hardest in the game. I was like beat him first try, holding all these items, so like only had one healing item left, and I was like. And then talking to other people again, who played Bloodborne and been like, oh yeah, I did it this way, and like that's why Cuphead's great, and yeah. And also the style and the music.
Yeah, style, the music,
Cuphead is
just
so good.
fantastic.
Yes. Danny, what do you love? You love Cuphead.
I do. As I said, I've neglected it for too long. I need to get back to it.
Yeah.
But I've got so many games that I need to play. I don't know where to
So many
start.
games, so little time.
Well, I'm playing.
Especially next year.
That's why I'm trying to play as much games. I'm trying to beat Evil Within 2.
I think
Which I'm going to give a quickly honorable mention now. 'Cause I haven't played enough of it to warrant putting on my actual list, but I do love Evil Within 2. Like, it's really good. But, like, yeah, like, that's why I'm starting. But we do need to go back and finish Cuphead. That game is so good.
I think once it hits January or Feb, I'm just not going to be able to touch 2017 games anymore because 2018 for me is...
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, January, on the same day, I've got 2 massive games coming out, and that's Monster Hunter World and Dragon Ball
Actually, that's
Fighter
the thing.
Z.
Yeah, once it hits Australia Day, I'm literally gonna not be able to touch 2017 games ever again.
Australia Day.
Australia Day.
Australia.
I think I'm
What
gonna
am I
have.
supposed to do on Australia Day? I can't listen to the Triple J Hottest
I
100.
know, it's so stupid, and I'm working when the Hottest 100 comes on.
You know what I'm gonna do Australia Day? I'm just gonna spend all day playing Monster Hunter World or Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I might just chill for beer in a kiddie pool.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that one, you know, 'cause we had that, like, at
Yeah.
our mates, we had a kiddie pool, and, like, we're all over. And we're just, like, all sitting in there.
Should listen to Hottest 100. Can't do that anymore.
Yeah. Now we create our own Hottest 100. Yes. What's your next game, Eric? Was that last
Yeah, good game.
Alright, let me-
Cuphead.
let me-
Okay, it's your turn.
Whew. This day.
You do have Chris's list.
Alright, we'll go to Chris's. What's
Alright,
Chris's?
so Chris's list, even though he's not here to back
For those who don't
up,
know, Chris is
here's-
a friend of the podcast. He's been on. He's more or less a member of the podcast
Yeah.
at this point.
$10 Hellblade's going to be on his list.
Yeah.
How do you know? Alright, so he's listed 1 to 5, so I think this may have been his best, so I'll go from 5. So, number 5 is Assassin's Creed Origins.
Gay. No, I'm
He,
sorry.
he loves Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed. Like, he can attest.
I was just saying for a joke. I
attest to
played
that.
a bit of Origins and I do like it.
I haven't played enough.
It
of
looks
so
really
far.
good, actually.
Um,
It looks pretty.
Uncharted, Lost Legacy.
Yeah, good now.
Again, he loves Uncharted, and also I think he loves Troy Baker and Claudia Black and Laura Bailey and all those
Oh,
ladies.
Laura
also,
Bailey.
we're also
I love
all a
Laura
bunch of
Bailey.
Naughty Dog sluts as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I am incredibly.
We'll tell him to stop making good games
Yeah.
then.
Also, I'm incredibly surprised. I thought it'd be on one of your guys' lists, especially you, Eric, and Danny.
Yeah.
What did I forget?
Crash Bandicoot.
I'm
I
surprised
didn't
no
count
one's...
that.
Yeah,
I
I was
didn't
like,
count
it
But
was
the-
nearly going to be on my list, but
Oh yeah, but they were made from the ground up.
yes, no, I get it, but at the same time, it kind of was like there are other games that are a lot better.
Yeah,
than,
and
like,
they're still
a game,
functionally the same
a
thing.
game
Oh,
that I
fair
already
enough.
have played.
Well, I was surprised at least no.
It's just
honorable
nice
mention.
to see it in HD.
Honorable mention for
That's
Hellblade
it.
as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
What's the rest of the list? What's the rest of the list?
Number 3, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
I want to be number 1.
No.
Wait, we'll talk about it in a bit because it might be on my list.
Wolfenstein 2,
Good game.
is number 2, and
yeah.
number 1 is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
Ah!
I like his list.
Good list, Chris. Good list.
Yeah.
Good list.
Alright, so my list. Before my phone dies, because I shouldn't have much. That's such a great wall.
Whoa.
I got 28% on mine.
Alright.
After that,
I
we'll
got,
have some dinner as well.
I got 7%. Oh, we got to.
We gotta do movies as well.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, long
I
list, man.
completely forgot.
I've
So-
only got 3 movies, so...
Come
I'm
on,
really
yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
So okay, so from I've ordered mine
Okay.
in terms of favorite. So Resi 7 was
Talked
the
about.
first one. we
Yeah.
talked about. Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about. Or we haven't talked about that much.
Because, yeah.
Fucking great game.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best RPGs ever made.
It's like...
It is
And-
the perfect D&D game.
And yeah, you know it's good when I can convince my dad, who doesn't play many games now these days. He's said to me, and he's like, oh, he's at that age where games aren't for him anymore.
Yeah.
He can play a game with us
Yeah.
and comfortably enjoy it, and not just be like, oh, I'm just gonna play it.
I
because,
spent
yeah.
so long just. I just love the combat's great. I love the RPG element. I love how choice is such a
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want. It's not like a AAA RPG where it's like you can go this way or that way. This movie's like you think of a way. This game. You do it. It's like you can do it all these different ways. You can find teleport gloves and teleport onto this tower and then sneak your way through. You can try and talk your way through. You can fight your way through if you want. You can walk around. I don't know. Do whatever you want. The game's just like, oh, there's a story that's also really intriguing and really interesting as
See,
well.
I kind of forget what the story is, not because it's a bad thing.
But then the story rears its head around and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot this is awesome. And then
Yeah.
then you cut the game, go, oh, go roleplay. And then there's boys like, okay, now here's some story. Now go roleplay. Now here's some story. Now go roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed Divinity 1, but me and you, Dan, we had an issue that the difficulty, the learning curve at the beginning was so high to learn
Yeah.
that game. B, it doesn't direct you. It throws you into the game and says have fun, and you're like, but what do I do? And then the game's like, I don't know. But this was more like, all right, more focused the beginning up, so it kind of like guides you for the beginning, and it's like, all right, now go. Now we've told you how certain things work. The learning curve is still there, but we didn't get hit by the learning curve. We learned how to play in the first game.
But yeah, that's the problem.
But like,
we knew how to play it, whereas when we were trying to play it with some other people,
it's a game,
we didn't know how
and it's a game that requires a bit of patience as well. You need to like, it's not a quick game at all, but it is incredibly rewarding.
It is.
And Divinity, if you love RPGs, especially old school RPGs like Baldur's Gate, and if you're a D&D fan, Divinity Original Sin 2 is the best.
Elder Scrolls Arena.
I actually want to play it to see what it's like. Next game has been mentioned.
Persona?
Not yet. Hellblade. That was my next one. Oh, that game is just, it's too good. Like, I played it with Sean. We were both playing our own saves. We were up till 4 a.m. both finishing that game. He did it in one sitting. I was on my second sitting. And how impactful and like unique that game was in terms of its presentation and story and just world. We talked about Hellblade quite extensively. Yeah. So like
in this room.
Yeah, in this very room. We had like a 2.5 hour podcast with Chris about how great Hellblade is. There's no point really harking on anymore about it. If you want our thoughts on what we thought of Hellblade, we did a podcast on it. We'll put a link in the description. Because we have rambled on about Hellblade.
Rambled.
They should have just called it Senua's
Name.
Sacrifice.
Actually, yeah, or just Hellblade straight out. One of the two, not call it both. But yeah, you guys love Hellblade, right? Like,
Yes.
Just not enough to put on my list. That's
I
all.
haven't played Hellblade.
You need to play it. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's
It's an incredibly unique game. Probably one of the most unique games ever made in terms of its world and what it does, and it's really impactful as well. Next game on my list is Persona 5.
Yeah, you'd love Persona 5.
So I've never played a Persona game before, and I heard about how great 5 was going to be and how it's one of the
I
best
saw the
games.
trailer for it and I was like, that
And I was
looks
like,
sick.
this looks interesting, and I've heard about the illustrious Persona franchise before. So I bought 5.
It's made by Atlas.
Yeah, made by Atlas. I
Yeah.
bought 5, not knowing what I was getting into, and I got into probably one of the greatest JRPGs ever made in the history of ever. Like, everything in that game works. The combat, the characters, the story, the world.
I know, I like
the
what you-
visual
I
style.
like what you said about it once. It actually makes you care about school, like the game.
Yeah, it makes you care about going to school.
Yeah,
and living
unlike,
a life.
unlike real life.
It's like equal parts dating sim, equal parts Tokyo sim, equal parts overblown, ridiculous, like JRPG madness.
It's not my uni life.
Yeah. Eric's like, I go to my lecture, then I go steal some hearts from people,
Pretty much.
change their personalities. But
Okay, maybe not that far.
yeah.
Usually just go down the tab a few pints.
That changed.
I mean, a few pints. Okay, I did have 7 once in a couple hours.
That's quietly. But also, Dani can just the soundtrack for Persona 5 is the best.
Oh, I love the soundtrack. I've heard the soundtrack. It's very
Like, just,
Yeah.
oh, it's so good. And just how, I don't know. If you love JRPGs, you right, Dani?
Yeah, I inhaled some drink.
Oh, okay. If you love JRPGs or just love interesting games that you're willing to sink 110 hours into to beat,
If you like long games, play that one.
then
Yeah.
Persona 5 is the best. If you love your weeboo shit, then yes. Good
Yeah,
for
oh
you.
yeah, yeah.
If you love your anime stuff,
If you love your anime games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say Persona 5 isn't for everyone though. Like, you need to be a fan of that genre. You need to be a JRPG fan. You need to be a fan of weird games to be able to like.
Yeah.
If you're looking for just a normal game, you're not going to get that with Persona 5. And it's an incredibly heavy and story driven game as well. Like, I love it. And then my last game, I don't even have to look at my phone. I know what it is. Nier Automata.
Yes.
Is
I was.
my favorite.
I thought that was gonna be for you because you were praising it.
That I think is probably one of my favorite games in like the last 5 years. Like, probably my favorite because like I was excited because I knew it's from Platinum and Platinum's my favorite game dev studio of all time. And it's
Did
made
Platinum do Metal Gear Revengeance?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought.
which is one.
Did they do the original now?
Oh, Nier.
Just now.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so because that was done by Square, and I can't remember who was the team. Oh, it might have been them. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to have a look at that. Because that's also part of the. This game is also part of the Drakengard universe as well, which is a bunch of weird RPG type games. But this is the first one that's actually great. But like, I remember like hearing about this game, like, oh, this looks interesting, and I played it, and I was like, this is the best game ever made. Well, not that good, but it is so damn good. Like it's atmospheric and it's all interesting, and the story is equal parts exciting and heartbreaking. Like I've told you bits of the story, Dani, and you're just like, oh god, like
Makes
that
me
is
so sad. I've seen bits of it as well. It looks also it's absolutely ridiculously and like hilarious as well.
Oh yeah, it's
Like
funny.
there's certain bits where like there's a freaking robot orgy.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've
Robot
seen that. That's fucking funny.
and I was just like, what? And there's like, and like, it does. I think it doesn't. It's not a normal game. It plays like a normal, but it does so many weird things where it's like, it's a hack.
It's different.
It's an open world RPG that's also a hack and slash, but it also has bullet hell shooter moments where you're in like ships and you have to blow stuff up, and then like
It's different.
it's a game that requires at least 5 playthroughs to beat all the way to get the full ending of the game. But each time you do things and stuff, and there's multiple characters, and the story's weird, and the soundtrack is probably one of the greatest soundtracks
I've
put
had
into,
soundtrack again.
put
That's
into a video
really
game ever made. I've talked about Nier before because I mentioned it.
And
in...
it gives people more cosplay because
Yes.
I love the cosplay.
Oh yeah,
Oh, A2?
2A.
2A.
Yeah, I love.
A2.
No, A2. No, it's A. Because it's 2B.
9S.
9S.
Yeah, so it's 2A. 2A.
And then there's another one. I think it's A2. Yeah, it's A2.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, that's the other chick.
Yeah, I
the
wasn't
one-
sure if it's 2A or A2.
It's A2. Yeah.
Mm.
Or 2, I can't remember.
But
Because it's
the
9S and 2B, so I'm
It's
assuming
2B
it
and
would be
9S.
two-
Yeah.
but-
And just that story touches on so many. The story takes place 10,000 years into the future, and like humans are all on the moon, and there's a war between them and robots, and then you play as other robots made to go kill those robots. That is just surface level shit. Like it gets so much weirder and deeper, and like it touches on like what is it to be human, which makes sense because the main character you play as is called 2B, like
Yeah.
2B or not 2B, like and stuff like that. But like the game, it's unapologetically weird, but it's also incredibly deep and really like it's just I was like mind blown. And the ending, its end credits, air quote end credits.
yeah.
Is the coolest thing ever. Like, it is actually, like, a thing you do in game, and all the weird stuff where, like, spoiler, the game either, it's like, it gives you a choice at the end of the game, where you either delete your save to help another player going through the end credits. The end credits is this massive bullet hell section, and you either delete your save to help them, and you, like, and stuff, and let them go through the end credits, or you keep your save, but, like, you don't actually get to beat the game yet. You actually have to delete your save to actually beat the game. And then at the very end, once you delete your save, like, it has, like, the menu screen's, like, different, but, like, your save's gone and stuff. And, like, it was really cool. It was, like, do you help someone, or do you keep your, like, and, like, delete your save, or do you help yourself and keep your save? Or, like, I was like, that was really cool. Yes. That's my favourite game of the year, was Nier Automata.
So halfway through.
So we get to movies.
Movies!
Let's
Alright.
have a little tea break first because I need to take stuff off my face.
Can you get... Okay. Alright, we'll have an intermission where we can just chill and hang
Take
out.
I'm sure we'll have some interlock movies. I know we've got. Me and you will have probably at least 2.
Yeah.
I have 3.
3 movies you've seen. What movies did you see?
I've seen Spider-Man: Homecoming. I've seen Star Wars, and I've seen Rough Night.
Oh, okay. Rough Note.
It's actually surprisingly very funny.
Okay.
You got Logan on your list?
Maybe.
Maybe. Might have it on my list as well.
I've got... My movie...
I'm happy because I know my number 1, like, I don't think anyone else is here has seen.
Okay.
Y'all should.
I've got... My list was hard.
Damn, the early movies this year were good.
Yeah, like, I was going through, like, Split, Lego
I
Batman.
thought Split was this year.
Yeah.
Split was alright.
Oh, I love Split. I thought it was great. Great Wall, but we all know that it's actually a bad movie, but it's fun. A surprising lack of Marvel on my list.
I'd give Spider-Man Homecoming honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually really like that.
That was actually
movie,
kind of
so-
hard picking. I did miss some... Like, I missed Baby Driver, I missed Logan Lucky, I missed Mother, I missed...
I missed all
John
of
Wick,
those.
I missed Atomic Blonde, I missed so many movies this year.
Mm.
I'm like, I feel so bad about it. But I catch a lot of the great movies, though, so that's good. And a lot of them are on my list.
Mm.
My phone's gonna die.
How does Ray know how to swim if she's from Jakku?
Well, she's not from Jakku, she was left there.
As a little kid though, she's
True.
like 5 when she's left
That's
there.
true. Massive plot hole right there. So you've only got 3 movies on your list, Joe?
Yeah.
Alright. Your 3 movie lister, fuck.
I don't know. I just didn't get time to see movies.
Oh no, it's
All the ones I wanted to see, I just didn't get to see. Like I
Yeah.
didn't see Power Rangers.
I did see Power Rangers.
I didn't see Power
That
Rangers.
is also not on my list.
Oh, I forgot that was this year. No, I haven't said that either.
It's good. Not great. It's good. It's worth it. It's alright.
I think it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, it could have been so much worse. So much worse.
I don't care what anyone says. The dude from Australia that plays the lead still looks evil.
Yeah.
Like after Stranger Things,
Oh, I didn't.
even just looking at him now, he just looks evil. Like
He
just the
does.
actor looks evil.
Also, we haven't been watching Stranger Things.
Oh god, you haven't?
No.
No.
Gosh, damn.
I don't know how. We're 4 episodes in, so we're halfway there.
I haven't even watched it like at all.
Watch
You
Stranger.
haven't even seen the terrible episode that focuses on just 11.
Yeah, I've heard that episode's pretty terrible.
It's not very good. It's boring.
Part of me's like, should I skip it and then go on? But
I can talk about shows that I watch because I watched. Or
nah, we're already talking about movies and games.
Mm.
They're gonna be a long.
When I say
pile
shows,
of
I mean probably like Game of Thrones and Outlander. That's like what I've been watching.
Yeah, Game of Thrones season 7 wasn't very good though.
I liked
It was
it.
okay. It was good at points and awful at other points.
I was talking to Andy about it, and we're like, dude, just don't think about don't think about Beyond the Wall especially.
Yeah.
Don't think about everything wrong with that episode.
Oh yeah. It's yeah.
But there were really good parts of it though.
Oh, there were. I hate being that person that's like, you can tell it's worse because they're no longer pulling from the books. It's no longer George's writing. It's like, well, George still has a pretty decent say of what's happening in
It's
Yeah.
the little things. Like a lot of people don't like the big things. I'm like, yeah, the big things are obviously literally for the books. It's just the small things that
Yeah.
aren't done well.
Yeah. Get it. It's waiting for Dani to come back. Oh, I'm so hungry as well.
I'm more tired.
Tired and hungry.
Look, I think we'll have food after this podcast.
What we having?
I think we're having spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti.
I think. Yeah.
Is that a negative stereotype here? Stereotype.
We had it last night as well.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh man, that Cards Against Humanity game we
Is it
played.
meatballs with spaghetti?
No.
It's alright, spaghetti's good by itself.
Yeah, it's good. That Cards Against Humanity game we played before starting this podcast was really good. Like we actually had good turnouts for a lot of the cards, and Rando was
Actually, funny turnouts, yeah.
yeah. It is the worst playing an awkward game of Cards Against Humanity. Where like, it's just people reading off answers, being like, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty funny, I guess.
yeah,
So I don't like that.
yeah. I do that. I love that Cards Against Humanity has become the house item of the new age, where like everyone has to have it.
It's the Hatchimals for adults.
Exactly. I do want to get more of those internet-made board games, like those like.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like Exploding Kittens and What Do You Meme and all that.
I've played What Do You Meme. I
Listen,
didn't like it's
I've
it's
heard-
old memes, man.
I've heard a lot of people say it's not fun at all.
It's old. I didn't enjoy it. I was super. We played it when the first big uni party we went to.
Yeah.
The morning after, and I was like dying because I was so hungover.
Yeah.
Having withdrawals and stuff from alcohol.
Oh yeah.
And that like. That's got nothing to do with it. It just wasn't fun. Like we're just looking at the memes and like trying to play. We only played it for a bit 'cause only a few people, and it was like awkward because 2 people hooked up at the party, but like
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't obvious. They were just acting really weirdly.
Oh wow.
And we're just trying to concentrate on the game. We're like, we can't because this is not fun at all. It's so boring.
Yeah. Oh man.
Red Flags is fun though.
I've played Red Flags.
Oh, I've heard about Red Flag.
The Red Flags is fun. I've played that. Just basically, you pitch a date to somebody, and then you get a red flag. It like totally ruins you. But these red flags are like really.
Oh, I get it.
I've heard
It's
about
really fun.
Is that
That does sound fun,
I've
actually.
played
Apparently, it's
Munch-
like an anime expansion pack, and I actually really want to get it because
I've
that
played
would be so
Munchkins.
fun.
Munchkins is a lot of fun. And they've got the Rick and Morty expansion as well.
Dude, What Do You Meme is all like early 2010 memes
It would've
with
been
like
really-
Scumbag Steve and stuff and like Rage comics.
It would have been really cool in 2010.
Oh, the cat! We got the cat on the podcast.
Oh, that cat's big.
Yeah.
She is fat.
Oh, it's cute though. I love kittens.
Chill, that's the cat. You've never seen this cat
is
before.
Have you ever played All Star on it?
All Star?
Like na 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 na.
Oh no.
You probably smell like other cats. She's like, you smell odd.
Yeah.
Smell like shade.
Your bloody wine, Shelby.
What you doing, Mott? What can you sniff?
Now, after that intermission...
Interrupt this news broadcast to bring you back to your daily...
I love this pharaoh.
Bring back to your favourite podcast, The Ramblers. Oh yeah, so 5 favourite games, boy.
movies. I'm tired. Wrong.
Same.
Mm,
Do you want me to go
Yep.
first? I've only got 3.
Yeah, Chuck can go first.
Well, the first one I can think off the top of my head is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Good pick.
So there, good Marvel movie.
yep.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it because I think Tom Holland's Spider-Man is probably like one of my favorites that's been done.
Yeah, he's probably my favourite Spider-Man.
Yeah, like he feels very Spider-Man.
He's the best one. He'll never be my favourite though.
Yeah,
It's Tobey Maguire.
Because of the
No,
TM boy.
Tobey Maguire. I like Tobey Maguire.
I
Yeah.
like
He's
Tobey
good. He's
Maguire,
always
but then
gonna
I
be my
rewatch it.
Spider-Man.
I'm like,
Yeah.
he's like a beat up puppy dog. I'm like,
I know.
I like the new one where
See,
he's like just a boy.
My issue with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield is that embodied one aspect of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not
But they didn't
all of
add-
it.
Andrew Garfield is not a convincing Peter Parker.
Yeah,
at all.
no, yeah. And like, see, like Andrew Garfield focused more on the quippy, like fun side of Spider-Man, as where, like,
Oh,
and
that
the,
one
and the more
thing he
and
did
the more
was,
of the
like,
science,
fun.
but also the more of like the, they focus
That
way
he's supposed to
more
be a
on it.
genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Tobey Maguire one, he's just more of a, he's just an every average dude. Like they
Yeah.
focused on the fact that on the downbeaten, he's just a New Yorker guy, which
A
they
New
focused on-
Yorker.
yeah, a New Yorker, and so it was like they both embodied one aspect very well, but they didn't embody the entire character very well.
But
Tom
Tom
Holland
Holland-
embodies all aspects of
Oh,
Peter
I'd
Parker.
say he's
yeah.
the best one.
Yeah.
It's just not my
Yeah.
favourite.
Yeah,
that's
oh,
all.
yeah, easy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Homecoming is a great movie.
It is a very
I do need to rewatch
good
it again,
movie.
'cause I haven't
I
seen
know.
it
I
once.
want
It's
to.
like if we have a good villain, it makes a better movie.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
the other
I
movies
know.
get that.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Marvel and DC.
Do you think they're like, he's been Batman, he's been Birdman, let's make him another flying creature?
Yeah, exactly. I
Can you
hope
put
that
the aircon on, or is it a bit going to be interrupted?
it'll come up on the back. It's
It's
not that hot.
But it's just someone I really liked was Michelle. I loved Michelle.
Oh yeah.
Oh
she's
yeah,
good.
no, she's
But
cool.
Zendaya, I also really
See,
loved
I was thinking
Zendaya.
about today. Homecoming did what Thor Ragnarok didn't do. Like,
I didn't see Thor.
I really enjoyed Thor Ragnarok, but my biggest issue with it, and I talked
Yeah,
about
get me to the cinemas to see it.
yes. Oh damn! But like my biggest issue with Thor Ragnarok was it was comedy over storytelling.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
90% of the movie, as where Homecoming was equal parts storytelling, equal parts hilarious. Like it
Oh
was,
my god, there were some points where I
It was-
was oh.
yeah, it was hilarious. It was funny.
But yeah, like at the same time, don't tell me that scene in the car with like
Oh, yeah.
Michael Keaton wasn't like super tense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
that's
sitting there, you're
amazing,
just
yeah.
like
or like that, or even the part before that where like he opens the door and he's just standing there.
Yeah,
And
no
you're
music,
just like-
yeah.
And you're just like, oh fuck! And then like that whole scene, you feel like it also comes through in Tom Holland's great performance as well, and the fact that both those actors feed off each other.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, and the
really
scene
well.
when he's trapped as well. Like,
Oh,
what a good
yeah,
performance.
and-
I was
and-
like
Like yeah, and plus part of it's just like yeah, that might be Spider-Man trapped under the rock, but no, it's just a kid. Like he's just a boy.
hey, isn't he like 15?
Yeah,
He's
and
like
like that's the
15.
thing. Like it's and how he like cries out, and he's just like help, and like he starts crying, and you're
I
like
was like,
you're like,
oh.
ah.
That character is actually human.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot.
And that was why like Homecoming rode that line perfectly. It knew when to be serious and it knew when to tell jokes. Thor was just jokes. One
And
serious
leave
moment.
it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
one serious moment. Then jokes. One serious moment. Jokes, and more jokes. And more jokes. And it was just like
Yeah.
I don't come to Marvel for comedy movies. I come to them for just enjoyable stories. And like
Yeah.
I don't come here.
That being said, I'm really looking forward to Black Panther.
So that doesn't look like what Thor Ragnarok looked like. It
That
Looks
looks
serious.
yeah, and
that looks really good.
I like Marvel movies are always fun. They're meant to be fun. That's what's the best thing about them is
Yeah.
that they're very easily taken in. But as that's what Homecoming was equal parts to that, but also equal
Yeah,
parts
and
very dramatic and very
Yeah,
good.
and you kind of sympathize with like
And also
Parker,
like you
because
said,
he's like such a little nerd.
yeah, and also
He's such
like
a
you
little
said,
nerd.
Eric, it's like it's almost like having a great villain makes a
Yeah,
movie
makes
better.
a
Like
movie.
what?
Marvel and DC can learn
They only
from
had like
that.
one good one, which is Loki, but everyone lost.
No, there's been other ones. Ultron's really good,
Oh, Ultron! I actually really liked Ultron, but
and Zemo. From
I feel
Civil
like
War.
Ultron.
I
it's
didn't
just
like
because
him
he
at first. I
sounds
liked him the
cool.
second
Like
one.
it's
Yeah.
just like he just wants to destroy stuff.
And
And
he had-
look at his motivation. And all.
Again, he's also I like for a big CGI villain. He has personality.
Yeah.
He's not just a big I'm a robot. He's like
He's
he
played
actually
by
has
James Spader.
he feels like a character, not a well fleshed out character, but he's still a good character.
Although to be fair, like the bar should be a bit higher than that.
Oh yeah.
Because remember he did that like one quip and then like Tony Stark was just like he beat me by 1 second.
Yeah, and see, like I like Ultron. He's not a great villain, but I do like him because he is menacing. And he
But I
has-
think
he's
Loki's
a
my
character.
favorite.
Yeah. But like, I'd say the best villain that MCU has had is
It's Loki.
Ultron.
Yeah.
Dani, did
Oh,
you
really?
like
I like Loki.
Homecoming?
I did, yes. I didn't put it on my list because there were other ones that
Yeah, I didn't
I
put it
didn't
on.
see
I didn't
enough
put it on
to
the
have
list.
others.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
put it
that's
on the list
fair.
either. But
Yeah,
it is.
honorable mention. Yeah.
It is like I did love it. It's just there was in terms of movies, we did get a lot of great movies this year. Not all of them. We did get some bad movies. I mean, there
Oh
were
my
some
god,
movies,
we got some bad movies.
But just like sorry,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. If
don't
it's-
watch it.
I will
I've
say
seen
the
it,
trailer
movies
turned
this
me
year
off
for
it.
us.
One of the trailers turned me off. I was like,
I think the only movie I didn't like that I saw this year was Justice League. But yeah, Homecoming's great. Like I would have put it on the list, but there were some greater movies that came out this year. Dani, did you love? Would you put it on your list?
I would have put it on my list had some other movies didn't. See, I'm saying games as well.
Yeah.
Some other movies hadn't taken over, but it definitely
It was still very
an
good.
enjoyable Marvel. See, I'm one of those people where I'm starting to get really bored of the same Marvel type thing.
Good thing is, I think Marvel's taken notice of that.
I think
they realised they can't keep doing the same thing over
But
and
the
over
thing
again.
is that I also noticed, and you mentioned Thor Ragnarok before. This is why I'm mentioning it. Thor Ragnarok became a little bit too much like Guardians of the Galaxy in some areas.
Yeah, it's too
which
much.
I
Oh, I forgot we got that as this
Yeah,
year's
yeah.
Guardians.
yeah,
That's too
which I don't like. Like I get they're trying to make it different, but at the same time, I don't want them to go again being like, oh, this is kind of funny and it's also serious. This
Yeah.
is also kind of funny and
Well,
kind of
again,
serious, and then it's just going to follow that
people
entire
there's like a
thing.
nice meat in the
Well,
middle.
people are like, oh,
though.
Yeah, but I
Guardians
don't
of-
want too
well,
many
people call
movies that
Guardians
do
of the
that.
Galaxy a comedy, and I'm like, I wouldn't call it a comedy.
No,
like,
no, I'm not saying it's a comedy.
that's why I was just adding on. I
Yeah.
was like, some people call it a comedy. I'm like, it's hilarious when it wants to be.
But it's not a comedy.
But the jokes aren't the point.
Whereas Thor Ragnarok
The
kind of
jokes
felt like,
are
and
the
I get they were,
point. Yeah.
and to me it felt like they were trying to copy and trying to cash in what
Yeah.
Guardians got, and that it was new
Yeah.
and it was different.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of was like, but that's why Marvel Spider-Man I did enjoy because again it was different, and also
It was just a great movie.
it was better than the other two Spider-Mans. Oh, actually no.
What do you mean, the Amazing Spider-Man?
Oh,
movies?
they're better than the Amazing ones.
Amazing Spider-Man's yes.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's kind of on par.
Except for the third
oh,
one.
I
It's better
love-
than the third.
Yeah.
I
Spider-Man,
do-
'cause That's with like.
It is one of the
Venom
best Spider-Man
and-
movies, and I put it up there with the original two.
Yep.
Because 3 and Amazing Spider-Man
I know.
2 are trash.
I personally really liked. I actually not really like. I did enjoy I enjoy parts of the Amazing Spider-Man.
I really enjoy the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. I think it's really good. Amazing Spider-Man 2 I used to love, and then I watched it a second time and was like, oh, I am crazy. And one Gwen Stacy death does not make a movie great. It's just like...
Who Gwen Stacy did?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a one great scene in a terrible movie.
Also, I just really like because I like Emma Stone, and Emma Stone is actually a very good actress.
Yeah, she's...
Oh,
Like,
it's just great chemistry of Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They had very good.
The fact they're actually
chemistry.
dating, yeah, really works for the movie.
yeah. But like... No, yes, Homecoming was great. What was your name? What's your next movie?
I'm gonna go with Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Oh yeah.
Should we do that
Should we
last...
talk about, should we talk about it now?
Yeah, because can we safely
It was on
assume...
my list, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on my list.
It was number 3 on my
It's
list.
number 5
It
on
was
mine.
number 1 on my list.
Oh, your favourite?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, we can just.
Last Jedi out now.
Well,
Okay,
the-
so
In 10 words or less, describe
Last
why...
Last Jedi is great, and everyone's gonna realize it when the third movie comes out. That's
That was about 10 or 11, that's okay. Okay, Eric, go.
that's 2 is there.
Luke did a Force. Kylo Ren had character development.
Yep. Cool, alright.
I can sum it up beautifully. Kylo Ren was shirtless.
yeah.
Enough said.
More like Ben Swallow.
Yeah, Ben
alright?
Swallow.
He was huge.
But because it was so shadowy, it looked like he had no hair.
Yeah.
So it looked like his head was tiny and his body was huge.
Yeah.
I've seen this
Still,
meme
he
of like
was
Luke. You know how
shirtless.
Luke milks the cookie?
Yeah, milk
Oh,
it
that was
yeah.
so weird. I was like, I watch out, like, I hope they don't zoom up on it, and they zoom up on it. I'm like,
That
wow.
meme is the best.
I love it. It was just, and it was just like, he's like, I'm milking Yeah. And I'm just like,
I'm
ew.
gonna, one day I will make my gift for it. It's when your friend tells you not to drink anymore, and then it's just Luke like just spilling it like. Yeah.
Oh, it's not even pasteurized.
Oh.
But
Straight from the
yeah, I
roots.
think it's a really
You know,
good.
and it's actually been confirmed that is the blue milk.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the blue milk.
It's the blue milk.
Where? That's where they get it from. Oh wow.
You know how, like, can you imagine how happy he was? Like, he goes to the planet to get away from everything. He's like, I've completely failed. And he's like, holy shit, this is a planet with the blue milk. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
I drank it all the time back on Tatooine.
Not Tatooine. Was it Tatooine?
Yeah, Tatooine.
Yeah,
it
this
was,
is
oh, right.
yeah.
it was on Jeff.
I drank it all the time with my aunt and uncle. This is the shit.
Yeah.
Screw the Jedi Order, blue milk.
I know.
Order of the-
He should start selling
Order
it.
of
The blue milk order.
Yeah.
Rise of the blue milk.
The last blue milk.
A new blue milk.
I was gonna say.
Can you imagine if, like, the
blue milk
poster with
strikes
him with
back.
the hood, yeah, was just him, like, it's still got the hood on, but it's just him licking his lips and he's got, like, blue milk around his face. He's got, like, a blue milk moustache. It's all in his beard.
Oh man.
The revenge of the blue milk.
Oh boy.
I had to love the blue milk.
Which is Luke Skywalker, spoiler alert, at the end of Last Jedi. Because he's dead.
Oh.
But yes, Last Jedi is great. Not perfect, but great.
Oh yeah. It doesn't deserve half as much as like the bitching that it's
And-
gotten.
It's created a
If
very...
you guys are in, like, don't say you guys are bitching unless you're in Star Wars posting on Facebook. So,
Yeah.
like, 250,000 members.
Yeah.
It's just non-stop, yeah, like, non-stop bitching.
It's sad to... Like, I said this on the podcast that we lost, but it's sad to see that Star Wars, what used to be a fun thing where everyone could get together and just be like, what did you think of the new Star Wars? It's now become a very toxic thing where
Yeah,
it's like,
oh, you
ha-
liked it?
Oh, you liked
Well,
it, you're an idiot then.
Yeah. You didn't like it?
Yeah.
You're so nostalgic.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like, it's one of the things where like, I love it, and I like hearing people who don't like it. Why didn't I want to actually know? Because like,
who don't like
because
it, not
it
like
is
they want
inter-
to shit on it.
it's
and hate
interesting
it.
because like it's seeing like because I'm in love. I love the movie. I think it's one of the best Star Wars movies. But I like hearing I like seeing people who didn't get that reaction. I'm like, oh, why didn't you like it that much?
Yeah.
But when it's people who are like sending death threats to Ryan Johnson
Oh,
or like
so
when people
stupid.
like attack people for having a different opinion, it's like, yeah.
I think stuff could have been better for sure, but...
Oh yeah, it's not.
Oh,
I said,
the whole Can't Buy It
it's far from a
storyline
perfect movie at all.
needs
but-
to either get rewritten or scrapped.
Yeah,
Like,
there's two moments that I genuinely hated where I was like, this is bad. Like there was like two specific things that happened story wise where I'm like,
Which
that was
part?
spoiler alert, Phasma and the
Oh,
yeah.
the fake Finn sacrifice. I didn't like those.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun,
when
wasn't
he
it?
was gonna go and then...
Yeah,
That
I was
would've-
thinking,
I
I was like,
would've
oh,
preferred it
wow.
if that-
I would have
happened.
loved it if he died because that would have been a great conclusion to his arc. Like would have been an awesome conclusion.
And Phasma shouldn't have just gotten, like, freaking
Yeah, no.
Boba Fetted or got
Yeah.
Phasma'd.
Bitch slapped, yeah.
And how she looked
Yeah,
up.
she really got
And how
the
she
Boba
looked up
Fett
in
treatment.
and how
It's
she
just
looked
like,
up in
yeah.
fear when she got hit. I was like, I don't think Phasma would look up in fear. I think she'd look up in rage. Like, oh, I've heard some
Was
like,
it fair? I don't know.
I think,
Didn't
like,
look like fear.
I think like for me,
She looked angry.
see, I didn't. The way her eyebrow was and just how it looked, it didn't look like she was mad. She looked like
Yeah.
she was
I'm
like,
hoping she's not dead because
I don't
that
think
is such
she
a
is.
that's such a lame death.
like there were so many
is.
fucking amazing moments in that movie. At least for me.
Anything to do with Rey and Kylo was
Yeah.
my favorite.
Oh,
Especially when he's got his
yeah.
shirt off.
Yeah.
It was written
Ben
really
Swallow.
well, and again, like his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
sure.
really
We won't
well.
go too deep into it because otherwise it's turned to a Star Wars podcast. But
Yeah.
yeah, we all loved it. It's okay if you don't love it. If
I
you
like
don't
when
it.
Snoke got killed by his vicar superior apprentice.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Also,
that
that
was my favourite scene
freaking
in the entire
little
movie, yeah.
thing that Luke does.
The
when he
Luke
goes-
shoulder flick.
Yeah.
I remember when we first saw it, everyone flipped it in
Yeah.
the movies. Everyone was like,
It's like people
Oh!
don't like the fact that what is it that it was all a hologram and
Yeah.
projecting. It's like come on, like
How
I think
the fuck
every
was he
single
gonna get
cinema
there?
when it's revealed that it's a hologram just lost their
Yeah,
shit.
and
I
just
did.
at least at our 1 a.m. screening when we saw it when he did the
Yeah.
shoulder flick,
Yeah.
literally everyone was like, "Oh, Jesus!"
Dude, there was this seat guy next to me
Yeah.
who was like probably like mid to late 30s. He was acting like a little kid. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, oh, so excited the whole movie.
Yeah, like I love that people get excited about
Yeah,
That's why I
just
said
love
Star Wars has the best, but also the simultaneously worst fan base of all time.
yeah, it
Because its
does.
fan base loves and hates its movies equally. Like,
Yeah.
Mr. Sunday from the Weekly Planet podcast, he said, I completely agree. the people who hate Star Wars movies the most are Star Wars fans.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
100%, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
like they like, and it's especially with this where it's like it's so polarizing. Like you look at the Rotten Tomato score, which I don't put that much faith in Rotten Tomato score. It's like 97 critic review,
And 57 audience.
Well, last
the
time I saw,
lowest for audience.
yeah, it was
ever,
like 51 and just like stuff. I wrote a post about it. My prediction is that this happened with Empire Strikes Back in the 80s, where it's like the sequel to this big Star Wars film. Everyone was like, what is this? Like,
But then it grew
and then
to be
eventually-
like...
Episode 9 will actually be bad.
Yeah.
It'll show.
yeah, well, even then, not even bad. We'll probably get just like what Force Awakens was, just a Star Wars movie, and then people will be like, oh wait,
They're
a minute.
rebuilding Starkiller base.
Yeah, and then everyone will be like, oh wait a
That's
minute,
nice.
Last Jedi
I
was different. That's awesome, but at the same time we don't know, and yeah,
But it was still a good movie.
yeah,
Alright, next movie.
yeah. that's really-
My last one, 'cause I've only got 3, is the one comedy that I actually saw, which was Rough Night.
Oh yeah,
Surprisingly...
you put it above Star Wars?
No, mine aren't in order.
in order, okay.
If I was going to put it in order, it would be
Star Wars, and Star Wars.
Homecoming, and Rough Night.
Okay, good.
Who's in it? Who's in Rough Night?
Scarlett Johansson and some other
Kate,
chicks.
Kate McKinnon. Which
Oh, yeah,
she
yeah. It's a
played
gal pal film.
like kind of a
one
stereotyped
with,
Australian.
It's the one where they all got.
Australian fat
It's the one, yeah.
Rebel Wolves.
with Rebel Wilson, and she knocks out the dude from trying to jump on him, and that's from the.
No, that's
from
Rebel
the
Wilson.
trailer.
That's someone else.
Is it? No, is it?
No, it's not Rebel Wilson.
And they get a stripper, and she knocks him out.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, okay.
It's not Rebel Wilson.
Oh.
Different actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
Kate McKinnon from
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, she did like an Australian type
And also there's
role.
that chick-
It was actually really funny.
It's that other chick that's in a lot of movies that I can't remember her name of.
Oh, the lady cop that's in with Sarah. Horseface.
Oh, hang on. It's not Sandra Bullock, is it?
No.
It's Sandra Bullock's cop buddy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that,
Oh,
No.
is that her?
No,
Oh.
she's way too older. It was the girl
Oh,
was
okay.
way younger than that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
It's actually a surprisingly funny. Me and one of my friends saw it just because we had movie vouchers. We're like, hey, let's just see it. We were surprised on actually how funny it was.
Okay.
Like, it has also the guy who did, Roy Harper in Arrow. He plays a stripper.
Oh, is he the stripper?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's, like, gay, too. So he has,
Aw.
like, it's brilliant.
That's cool.
But,
That's cute.
I mean, there were some parts when we were all kind of like, I don't know if that works. But, like, the best part is actually Kate McKinnon's Australian thing.
Yeah.
Like, one of the thing that made me laugh probably the most, it was, the stereotype of how Kiwis and Australians aren't different, even though they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, you can't actually call an Australian a Kiwi. It's culturally offensive.
Yeah,
And she just goes on this tangent.
That's like in
and
that's
we're all
like in Death Proof that does that as well.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
it? Yeah,
I can't remember
Death
Death
Proof
Proof,
has like a-
fortunately.
Yeah. I only remember because we watched it. Not even recently. It's like a year ago now.
Yeah.
I watched Death
Yeah, I
Proof.
kind of want to watch it again.
Actually, yeah, fine.
If it ever goes on,
Please don't talk about Death Proof.
Yeah, I was like, but they do have a thing where one of the characters like never call her.
Oh, because it's got, what's her name? Zoe Bell, is that it?
Yeah.
The stunt woman.
It's like never call Australian a Kiwi and never call a Kiwi an Australian because they will.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what movie you're talking about with Rebel Wilson. It was How to Stay Single or How to Be Single.
Yeah.
With the chick from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one. I've seen that. That's okay.
Yes.
I saw
So
it.
Rough Night, Star Wars, and Homecoming.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So who's
Um,
next?
I'll read out Chris's list because that's quite quick and easy.
Yeah.
It might have a few double ups, which means it'll give us some more discussion. So his movies, I'll start from 5 and go to 1. 5, he's got Blade Runner 2049,
Didn't see
which
it.
none of us have
No,
seen.
it's
So,
Unfortunately.
but I think he was saying that he really liked it.
Yeah, I remember talking to him about it. He
Yeah.
loves it. He thinks it's a great movie.
Oh,
He loves it more than the original Blade Runner as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's something.
Oh,
Like,
I
I'm
really
interested
like the
because
original.
I need to see it because I'm probably the one that's probably got the most. I don't know.
Yeah, because you love Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I've
seen it to
we
death.
I've
just-
heard that it's still a
we-
good movie, even if you haven't seen
We just missed it
the
horribly.
original
Like we
Yeah.
just.
Blade Runner.
It was poor, terrible timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number four, sorry, was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mhm.
Number 3 was Thor Ragnarok. Number 2 was
Oh.
Star Wars. Oh, okay. And number 1 was Logan. And he put in brackets, I mean, come on, man, tears for days.
Yeah.
Also Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
I mean, this is his least jacked he's been though.
Yeah.
He's all old.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah.
super jacked in the first one.
That's true. He's pretty not swole. It was
He-
Days of Future Past, but he was the most
Oh,
swole.
so
Oh
Swollen.
yeah, he was huge.
You Swollen.
Yeah, he's swollen.
I'm actually-
Motley looked up like,
Ben Swallow
Motley
versus
looked
Hugh
up like,
Jackman.
how dare you make that joke? That is the worst joke
Yes,
in the...
Motley. We hear
Ben
you.
Swallow versus Huge Jacked Man.
So what was his list, Dan?
I actually missed Logan.
Sorry, I missed
didn't
from
actually end
Blade
up seeing
Runner.
it.
Blade Runner, Spider-Man, Thor, Star Wars, and Logan.
Okay. So, Thor wasn't on my... Is Thor on any of your guys' lists?
No.
No, Thor's not on
Didn't
my
even
list.
see it.
Which
Which is sad because I actually really liked how Kate Blanchett was in it. I was like, hey.
she plays a good character.
She
Yeah,
plays
Thor's really
Hela.
good. I know Chris liked it more than the rest of us
Yeah.
did.
More than Homecoming.
Yeah, I don't see that. But we talked about Homecoming. What was the other one? It was Logan. Oh, Logan. We'll leave Logan.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Thor, Spider-Man.
That's when I'm just gonna
Blade.
nod because I didn't even end up.
You haven't
seeing
seen
it.
Logan?
No, I haven't actually.
Fuck, dude.
I got it spoiled for me though. So.
So go watch
I
it.
did as well. I still saw it.
It is like the best. I think I spoiled Logan for you by accident.
Oh,
I think it was me.
Because I think I just
might have,
looked
yeah.
at something and it just told me everything. I was like, oh.
You need to see
whoops.
Logan. We'll talk about Logan in a bit. Danny, what's your list?
Oh yeah, my list. I will do the same thing that I did for the movie, for the games, and just
Yeah.
go straight through them and then.
Yeah.
So I think this is again. Oh wait, no, I did. Oh okay. So Split, Logan, Power Rangers, Alien Covenant, and Star Wars.
You didn't like Alien Covenant.
I did.
Did you?
Yes, you're the one that didn't like it.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
see.
Remember, we were in the car. I'm like, I loved it. Like, I liked it. It was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
you liked it, and me and Chris were the ones who were like, fuck,
Yeah, and
fuck
me
Alien
and Chris'
Covenant.
dad were like, nah. We
Yeah.
liked it, yeah.
It had bits of okayness. And then...
Also, I completely forgot Split wasn't actually came out in
Split
2017.
was
It
Super
came out in
early,
Feb.
yeah.
Yeah. Was Silence?
Last
no,
year.
20. See, I like that
2016.
film, but it's 2016.
2016, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Split was really good.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed it. The proper return to form.
I
that
think I
M.
had
Night
Split hyped up too much for me. I still
Yeah,
liked it, but
it's
yeah.
not as great as everyone says. It's not like the truly amazing
I mean,
thing is James
the
McAvoy's
marketing-
performance.
Yeah, the marketing was very smart because they knew if they put M. Night Shyamalan, no one would see it.
Yeah, it's also because he tarnished his name. Yeah.
See, I didn't know there was an M. Night Shyamalan.
No, I
movie.
didn't
I didn't
either
know that it
until
had a
later.
connection to
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable and the new film that's coming out whenever.
Glass. Yeah.
Glass.
Which I'm excited for.
Yeah. I'm now excited for it because I've seen it. And
You've seen
So
Unbreakable.
who's the
Split
main
now.
guy again? What's his name?
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy.
Which his performance is ridiculous.
incredible.
Yeah, I've seen bits of it and I'm like, that's.
So there's a movie that's
Because
not
you're
on
like
your
convinced
Danny.
there is more.
A
Yeah.
movie that's not on your list that I'm slightly heartbroken is not on your list, but you'll find out when me and Eric get to our lists.
Guardians.
That's alright. You'll find out when me and Eric
Oh,
get to
I
ours.
went through release dates, so I may have not gotten to it.
So good. So good.
So
But yes.
so Logan, I loved it. Just Logan's Logan.
Yeah.
It made me cry so hard and made me.
Should we talk about
love-
Logan now then?
Okay,
Yeah.
Logan. According to my list, I put it as my favorite movie of the year.
I put it. Let me check. I think third.
I'd put it as number 2.
If
I
I
put it
saw it,
third,
I'd
yeah.
probably think the same.
I put it at number
I think
one.
I just
Yeah, Logan's
because
third
at
for
the
me.
time was too-
Logan was that one movie where like we all had hype because we were
Yeah.
like last Hugh Jackman performance as
I know.
Hugh, I think the story, the fact it was somewhat based on Old Man Logan and like all of that, and then the fact that the movie 100% delivered on every single promise it gave, and then a little bit more as well. Like it's probably my favorite. Like I wouldn't say or maybe not favorite, but I would say if someone's like, what's the best X-Men movie?
Oh,
I'd
I
say
think I
Logan.
just realized. Yeah.
Danny.
Can I
I
change
don't think I did
it?
anymore.
I haven't said any of my other ones, so I'll swap out Alien Covenant for that one.
You better.
But I went to go to the toilet to see how, so I missed a bit of it.
What? Oh, you did.
Yeah.
But still.
Oh yeah. I just figured it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
still
just-
haven't. I'm like, what?
But yeah, we all went to go see it together. But yeah, so Logan. Then I picked Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers.
Power Rangers
Power
was
Rangers was
wonderful.
great.
I don't mind Alien
Covenant.
Too exciting.
We weren't done with Logan yet. Let's keep
Oh.
raving about Logan.
Oh,
Logan's the
It's
best.
really good.
I like the
guys.
part where
I totally saw
Kylo
it.
Ren's doesn't have an arm in it. He's missing his left arm. Oh, it's Logan Lucky.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
I
Yeah,
just like the
Logan's good.
little thing where they kind of connect, like the other Wolverine movie when that chick is telling like his future. It's like you were dying, you were holding your heart
Oh,
in his
yeah.
hand, which is the girl.
Yeah.
I actually really liked the irony in that. I
And
was
also
like,
the
"Aw."
fact that it's kind of a sequel to the first X-Men movie.
yeah,
Because it doesn't... The only movie it ever references is X-Men 1.
Yeah.
And that's the only movie it references. So it's kind of a pseudo sequel to X-Men 1, where it's like, what if when mutants got announced to the world, they weren't like, oh, you guys are heroes. They're like, no, you guys.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah,
No,
like
you guys are like, yeah, no, you guys are weird.
Yeah. But like everything about like the style, how it's like a western essentially.
Patrick Stewart's really good in it. As
Yeah,
well.
you have the amazing performance from literally every single actor in that film.
Even the little girl.
Yeah, Daphne
She's good
Keane.
for kid acting.
That's probably one of the best. And just, again,
What? Is
she's Spanish.
She is Spanish.
Spanish or Mexican?
Oh, I'm not sure. Might be Mexican, I think.
Yeah, she speaks Spanish, obviously. She's
Yeah.
Mexican.
But you know, like all the great action and the violence and the blood and the great storytelling and the fact the ending. I don't know about everyone here, but it brought me to tears.
We watched the black and white version.
Yeah,
too,
noir.
didn't we? Yeah,
Oh no,
the noir. Yeah.
did you watch it?
I fell asleep, but you watched it.
Yeah, and yeah, it's even better in black and white. I love the noir version. But yeah, like that, the end of that film brought me to like tears because it's like,
Yeah.
and just how perfect that movie was, and just how's everything I loved about Wolverine. Wolverine's my favorite superhero as well, like of all time.
One of. I wouldn't say he's like my top.
He's my.
It's bad 'cause I think I enjoy villains more.
He-
So do
I like Magneto and X-Men. He's my favourite.
Yeah. Well, the thing, also like X-Men.
Nightcrawler's my
The specifically the first X-Men movie was the first movie that got me into comic book movies. I remember watching it as a kid, being like, "This is amazing," and then from then
I was
became.
fucking terrified of Mystique.
Oh yeah, same.
yeah.
Because she's so scary in the original movies.
It was that and Spider-Man. They were the two big things. The first Spider-Man film and then the first X-Men film were the two big comic book movies that as a kid I was like,
Yeah.
there's something about superheroes which is amazing. And it's not, I'm not getting it from my Superman cartoons and shit like that. I'm getting it from these movies. But yeah, Logan was the best.
Yeah.
So what was your next one, Dani?
Power Rangers.
That was a fun movie.
It was really
Really
I was so excited for it, and I didn't know what to expect.
It could have been
And
so much worse, but it was actually a pretty serviceable. Not even serviceable.
I was expecting it to crash and burn.
It was a very fun movie. Like I enjoyed pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
It's a very cheesy movie, and it's like, well, it's a Power Rangers movie. I'm expecting cheese.
Yeah.
Now I've already said Star Wars, and the last one, which replaced Alien Covenant.
I liked Alien Covenant.
Yeah, no, see, I really
Yeah,
liked it, so that's
I
going to be an
liked it.
honourable mention. The Disaster Artist.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
I
see,
didn't have time to go see that one.
I'm
either.
a newbie to this. I only just saw The Room for the first time. Like, I hadn't even
Tear
seen...
me apart, Lisa.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I don't care.
I don't care. Fun story, Mark.
So, oh, hi, Mark.
That's such a good damn Greg.
Yeah.
It's the thing. It's like,
Real
I did
American
not
Hero.
hit her.
Maybe-
I did
maybe a
not.
vampire. We'll see.
But also,
Thank-
like,
Hey, Mark.
let's see if from it, Disaster Artist is my second favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, same as mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember walking out there like, that was 99% perfect.
That was better than I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
like I thought it was good.
I didn't expect to care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really
Like,
care.
I
about
thought it was just gonna be like a fun spoof of what The Room was and stuff. It was like, no, this is a.
It's like a drama.
I didn't expect to watch it be like, Tommy, just let Greg and his girlfriend leave them
I
in
know,
peace. Just let
right?
him have it, man.
Yeah.
He's
Like-
a troubled young man. Tommy,
and-
just let him
and-
have it, please.
And like also like because all of us, well, like we're all pretty like invested in film and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fact that like I studied at Eric, you've like
Started briefly.
yeah, and Dani, you have a Dani and Shelley, you have like
Yeah.
a lot of respect for it, and like that.
And also just kind of picked up from what you've done.
The scene that
Yeah.
like hit me so hard, and it's just like it. As someone who has directed, even though I've only done short films and stuff, but as someone who has written and directed films, the scene that hit me the hardest was at the screening. Spoiler alert for the film. The screening where like he's seeing everyone react and everyone's laughing at something, and he's just like it's not how he wanted them to react. I was like, oh god, that is like as someone who has made film, that's like the hardest. Like there's like. Jesus, I know exactly what that feeling is like when like someone hasn't received something the way you've hoped they received it. I was like, Jesus, that's like it was just it's equal parts funny, equal parts really dramatic and amazing, and like it's what a great comedy should be. Like equal like that line. It just
Do you mind just moving the mouse just to make sure the computer's not
Yeah.
moving?
but like there's so many other great scenes. Where it's like,
James Franco's amazing
He's
performance.
incredible.
I would call that Oscar worthy as well.
I'd call it those best. I've seen most of 127 hours, and he's good in that, but it's not. I don't know what.
He doesn't-
I don't know what really sets it aside from anything else.
He doesn't. But in Disaster Artist, he becomes another character.
He does.
Yeah.
He
Like,
becomes someone else.
is it turning on?
The screen's not turning back on.
Okay.
But
That's a problem.
He becomes a good old boy from New
It
Orleans.
doesn't feel like a typical Seth Rogen in like movie. Seth,
yeah.
yeah, like
I wish Jonah Hill was in it.
No, he wouldn't be good.
And Michael Cera.
God.
Oh, it's super bad too.
Press the escape
Max
button.
Hero's only good if
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
what was it, at World Dead and he's like coked up or whatever. Like,
Oh,
that's
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That's
we are
funny.
fine.
Alright, cool.
Just the laptop being a bit loud.
That's what I was worried about.
I'll let you out.
Wow.
I love
Scary.
that. Just
Yeah, no, my old cat.
My dad's cat kind
and
of
like
meows,
Shay,
doesn't
she's like
come out.
meow.
I love her meow.
that little thing she does.
She's like, meow.
Yeah.
And then she goes meow. And which one's be annoying? She does that more.
Yeah, Disaster Artist is
Yeah.
Good film.
pretty flawless.
He's like, oh hi Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
What's the actual line? It's like it's like it's.
I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. So, Mark, tell me about your sex life.
That's classified.
Uh,
Finest daughter, Mark.
Anything for my princess.
do you understand life?
I've been trying so hard because I got given as a Christmas present, actually from Chris, a Google Home Mini. You know, like the Google
The voice command
speakers,
Google
voice
Home.
command speakers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I've been
yeah.
trying so hard to find a way to program it. So every time I say, play this or do this, it would say anything for my princess.
Oh, God.
It's just, I can't get it anywhere. Like, oh,
That's
Amazing.
yeah.
But like all the love and care that went into that movie as
Yeah.
well, where it's like they tried really hard, like and on the comparison shot at the end,
Oh, that's so good, yeah.
like that was like, ooh, they actually like. So and the fact that if you like look at how they made it, like whenever they weren't shooting, they were all had iPads watching the scenes they were trying to do of the room, and like the fact that James Franco remained in character while creating the movie as well, so he never like stopped.
He did a Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he never
Oh,
stopped.
maybe not so much.
He never stopped.
No,
being,
Jim Carrey did it.
Yeah, but
Did a
like
Jared Leto.
Oh,
not as
Did it
terrible.
actually
not
paid
as
off,
bad
yeah.
as like sending like
Yeah.
dead things and used condoms and all that.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
Yeah,
That's a little
he didn't
too
use it to
extreme.
be. James Franco didn't do it to be a dick. He did it because he wanted to stay in
Yeah.
character and.
But there are other actors who've done. I just can't remember the names.
Method act like
Method
Daniel
actor.
Day-Lewis as well. He does a lot of
Viggo
method.
Robert
Mortensen.
De Niro.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen didn't do it to the degree where he stayed as Aragorn, but he did it where he made sure that his
Shia
relationship.
LaBeouf did a bit of it. In some of the things he did a
Yeah.
little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I remember in one of them he had
Method acting's
actual
tricky.
like ale, had actual ale and made like he
Oh,
wanted-
yeah, he took like psychedelics or something, yeah.
Yeah,
Actual drugs
that's
or
right.
something,
Yeah, no, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had like actual alcohol instead of using it because he was like, oh no, I want to have the actual feeling. Of
Well,
doing it.
actors drinking on set's a very common thing. Like, there's quite a few films that were actually
But this
drunk
is
scenes.
this is like ale, like or whatever it was. I can't remember exactly what
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
like
Ale's not
No, it was moonshine. It's moonshine.
Oh. No, that must be for
Moonshine.
Lawless. That's the movie
Yeah.
that's about
Yeah,
moonshine.
I know he did take hard drugs for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. Yeah. What's the next movie on your list, Danny?
That was it. Because I did Split, Logan, Power Rangers, Disaster Artist, and Star Wars, which we were.
Oh, yeah, we're
yeah,
talking
spoken
about stuff.
about,
Alright, so
yeah.
Eric, what's your list?
5 was Star Wars.
Yeah.
4 was It.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
on my list.
that's right. That's mentioned
Yeah.
I
it,
forgot about that.
It is on my list.
It was really... Oh, is it on your list?
Yeah.
What number?
5th.
5th? Alright, do you want to talk about it now?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How fucking good is it? It's so
It's
good.
really good, yeah.
It's like
Stranger It things.
yeah, pretty much.
And that
It
could've-
does look
that
like
could've-
I haven't seen it, but like, yeah.
It could have gone a lot worse too.
Could've
I
been
remember
awful.
looking at the trailer and people were like, I was like, no, good. And then there was at one point in the trailer where he just went, yeah, like this or whatever. and I
yeah,
was
when,
like,
when he does the run towards the screen.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere near that.
It's
time.
great. It does because, like I said earlier in this podcast, I not a fan of the horror film genre, but I love great horror films where it's like genuinely great. And this is
I've
one of
only
those.
watched
This one is
a
not a
couple
modern horror film.
Yeah,
Because by the end, they just don't even really care about the horror. Like, it's still supposed to be scary.
Yeah,
But, like, you've seen him. You know what he can do.
yeah. It's more of a confronting your fears. But
Yeah.
I like that where it's like let's not keep rehashing the same tricks for an entire 2 hours.
Yeah, and from what I've heard,
Almost
it's
2.5
very,
because this
it's
movie's
very
long.
realistic how the kids will like when they're all together. They like swear with each
Yeah.
other under the.
It has a great cast
parents,
of characters
like,
and it
notice.
has really awesome moments that are like has equal parts horrifying moments, equal parts really heartwarming and touching moments. Where you're like, that's actually a good character moment right there, and I loved it. I loved it more than I didn't think I'd like it that much. I thought I'd enjoy it, but I was like, no, I love this
It's just
movie.
so fun, yeah.
Like,
Didn't feel like a 2.5 hour movie or whatever it was.
yeah, and just and Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise.
Yeah, it's great.
Like,
Oh, it was very good.
it's the best. It's so good. Next movie.
Logan, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Number 2, Disaster Artist, we talked about that. Number 1, which I don't know if anyone here has seen, but I thought about it and it's got to be number 1 because it's by far the best film I saw this year. Get Out.
Oh, yeah,
we've
no.
yet to,
We've
I need
yet to
see
see
that.
Get
Get Out is so damn close to being a perfect movie.
Yeah,
it's absolutely incredible. Like, it's one of the best directed films I've seen ever.
Yeah.
It's
I've
amazing.
heard that it's like very.
I really do want to sit
Very,
It's
down.
a very
very good.
intense.
I really do want to sit down and watch Get Out. Like, I've been told by so many people to watch it.
It's so cleverly done. It's got elements of comedy, but they're so just not intrusive. Done at the right times. Give the film a unique tone. You know, all the social commentary stuff is done fantastically. It doesn't beat you over the head.
Yeah.
It's just such a smart, deliberate film.
I really want to watch Get Out.
Fantastically acted.
Yeah.
Get Out. Yeah, and that came out early this year. I wasn't sure how to look. But
Yeah, because that's done by Jordan Peele as well. Yeah.
Like for his first film.
Directorial.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
That's
Amazing.
That is on my to buy Blu-ray list.
Yeah, I want to watch it because apparently it's also very intense. In some points, people have told me they're like, yeah, it gets a little
I've heard
It's not a horror film, and I would struggle to call it I'd struggle to call it a thriller. Even it's pretty much a drama film.
Yeah, it's just tension.
Yeah.
Like you just sit and you
I've
just
heard sort of like you said, like some people say it's a pretty masterfully made movie.
It is, yeah. It's so well done. Like, there's only like one line I can think of in the movie that they just like it's not good.
Yeah.
But I watched Angle CinemaSins videos.
Yeah.
And they pointed out a bunch of like good stuff about the film I didn't even notice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so well done.
Oh well. So is that your last one?
Yeah.
Right. Dani's on your list. My phone's dead, sorry, but I remember my list. So it was my number 5. Number 4 was War for the Planet of the Apes.
I considered putting it on there.
Yeah, no, same here.
I loved it.
I've heard the marketing is not exactly correct. It's not really a war.
It's not a war. It's an emotional war.
It's more like being imprisoned.
Yeah, Prison of the Planet of the Apes would be a more technically accurate title, but it is not my favourite of the trilogy. Close second for that, because Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
I was going to say, which one was first?
Rise,
or Dawn?
Rise,
Rise
Dawn,
was
War.
first, and then Dawn.
And then War.
Dawn was
Terror
with
Realms.
Cobra,
Yeah.
right?
What?
Dawn was with like Cobra, and he like
Cobra's
and Gary Oldman.
Cobra's in both the first and second one, and technically the third one. But
the second one had Gary Oldman, right?
yeah, Gary Oldman's in the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rewatched the first two really recently, like last week, and I was like, I'm gonna rewatch the third one again. But I was just thinking, like, I remember walking out of the cinema from War being like, that was pretty great. Like, we have a solid trilogy where all 3 movies are great in their own way, and like it was just such a great way to end the trilogy. And just I loved it. I loved so much about this movie. The next 3 have all been mentioned. Go Star Wars, Disaster Artist, and then Logan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Sweet.
yeah.
Nice.
So that is our lists.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So yes, there's the mega podcast done.
It's actually not that mega, really.
Yeah, more a chill
It's
podcast.
pretty big, I guess.
Yeah. more like big podcast.
It's fine. Just
Give me one of those famous giant podcasts I've heard so much about. It's pretty big, I guess.
Yeah. So that was good. Well, so we'll go to our last segment like we always do in every podcast.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? / playing / watching / anything. Yeah, Joe, because you're the guest, you can go first. What are you up to at the moment?
I'm.
So don't rest on the table. That'll come up on the microphone.
Yeah, sorry. I'm in between. I'm trying to like go through Horizon Zero Dawn because I haven't finished it, and I'm just watching. I'm actually catching up on movies I have missed from the year before. Like only
2015.
recently, I watched Moana.
Oh, right. What'd you think of it?
The first time I was like, man, but as I've watched it a couple more times, I'm like, no, I actually really like it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, that's cool.
Did you watch Moana, Eric?
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
no, I don't.
The music's actually very nice in it. I actually really like the music.
It's just because the music's been played so
think-
much that people
It's not
haven't
as, it's
seen
not as
it.
annoying as Frozen.
But the
in
fact
my
that
opinion.
people have heard the song so much, even if they haven't seen the film,
Yeah,
just
I've-
turned them off.
Yeah.
See, like, I
Ocean
heard...
Man, take me by the hand.
Yeah.
So,
What?
Ocean Man, the song?
Ocean Man.
Yeah,
no?
it's a meme song.
Oh.
It's from the SpongeBob movie, the first one.
I'm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm also watching Outlander.
Oh yeah, Outlander.
Outlander is actually very good. I need to catch up on it. I'm a little bit behind, but it's very good and very upfront. Sometimes you just sit there and you go,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Oh, that's fucked." But then you still keep watching, and also that if people want to watch it, you got to bear in mind the episodes are really long.
How long are they?
They're at least
An hour?
close to an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
they are an hour, but they pack quite a
Okay.
chunk of things
It's
in
like
the
Game of Thrones.
episodes.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel long though. Sometimes,
So,
sometimes it
yeah.
doesn't feel long at all. You just sit there and you're just so invested in like the life, and it's like based in like Scotland.
Oh, that's
England,
cool.
like-
I
yeah,
like
they
that.
wear, the guys wear kilts, which is great. I love it so much. I'm always like, yay.
Didn't know kilts were sexy.
Oh, I just remembered Black Mirror's back on Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, it's so good.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Right, what else have you been doing, Joey? Is that all?
Well, with the whole like what am I doing? I am working on like my podcast stuff. So
Oh, yes. We'll plug that.
I'm pretty
at
sure
the very
we're recording again today, and we're gonna be uploading the new one.
end. Is that the one I'm on?
Yeah, that's the one you're on.
Yay!
Finally, because everyone's now not busy.
Hey, that's what your hey. That's what your yay sounded like.
Yeah.
That's a dumb
Stupid
Xbox One ad.
ad.
From a YouTube video, and I get no one man she have all yeah power.
But
Oh, I'm so
and,
sick of that.
and
Yeah,
I
I know.
had a
Keep seeing
good
the same footage of Shadow of War, Forza, and
yeah, and had a good Harry Potter marathon.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
yeah?
Was a fun time.
yes,
Makes
Oh,
me appreciate
horrified.
all the movies very much.
Jeremy John's reference right there. All right, Dani, what have you been up to?
What have I been? I don't think I've been playing any games in the last
Like
few
working,
weeks.
sleeping.
Yeah, no, I've been working.
Technically, we've been playing the Dark Souls board games. I got that for Christmas, and that's a lot of fun. But yes.
That's about it.
Yeah,
That's
work, sleep,
all I've
eat,
done.
work,
Yeah.
sleep
Rave,
in.
repeat.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Mhm.
You've had.
That's all I've been doing because I've been just working. Like
Yeah.
for the last week and a half, I've been really busy trying to clean up work and sort it out
same.
and shifts and stuff like that.
Yeah. What have you been up to, Eric?
Just played Bloodborne, like I said.
Yeah, boy.
Bit Shadow War. Started Assassin's Creed Origins, but played like
Half an hour.
half an hour now, yeah.
Yeah.
Still watching American Horror Story. I'm up to season 6.
Is that the newest or?
One before the newest, Roanoke.
Oh, okay.
Hotel was alright, could have been a bit better.
Oh, yeah.
Decent ending though, which is, pretty respectable.
Yeah, rare for the series.
Yep.
Oh,
About it, yeah.
yeah. I think, besides Christmas Madness, I haven't been playing a bit of Evil Within 2, but I haven't had a chance to really sit down and get super far into it. Been playing a lot of Gwent, which I haven't played in a while
Oh,
since
yeah.
Christmas.
That's right.
And yeah, I've just been watching. I watched the first two new Planet of the Apes movies, which is Rise and Dawn. That's about it. Just working on other stuff. So tired.
Yeah, I'm tired and I'm hungry. Can
So,
we have
yes.
some dinner?
Yeah, that sounds fun actually.
So
I need to
Yes,
still
boys.
make dinner.
So
but
everyone, thank you for listening to this podcast.
yeah.
Danny, where can they find us?
you can find us on Facebook and I was about to say Instagram then. No, Facebook and Twitter. Facebook.com/The Ramblers official podcast, and then you can find us on Twitter at podcast_Rambler with a capital R. And we also have a SoundCloud, which is still empty, but please follow us because it gives us some incentive to actually put stuff up there.
Should we get an
Can I just say, I
Instagram?
thought you said fight us on Twitter.
Instagram?
Like, actual,
Yeah,
like,
go
Fight us!
Should we,
come at me,
should we
bro.
get an Instagram?
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
want to get Instagram?
Can I just put photos of pints up on it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, do it.
That's what the Ramble stand for.
Alright. I'll make one up now.
So, Cho, where can what do you do and where can they find you?
Okay, I am I like people. The guys on my podcast, they call me the boss lady, and yeah, and we can find me on the voice acting Sellouts YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we're trying to put out a bit more content. We went a bit quiet because everyone got a
Yeah, it doesn't
little
matter.
busy,
It doesn't matter.
but we're gonna be putting out more stuff soon.
And you guys do, and they do podcasts.
And we do little mini episodes, like the other Kyle did a review on it. So
Yes, it is good. And you also have your personal channel.
and my
as well.
personal channel, which is Ashley, which makes no sense, but
Yeah.
doesn't matter. If you want to watch me overreact to Fairy Tale: The Walking Dead, it's good times.
Is Fairy Tale still a thing or is that stopped now?
The new season's coming out next year.
Oh,
The last one.
Yes.
the last one.
Excited.
Ah.
It's even called the Fairy Tale last season. I'm like,
No, nice.
so
So yeah, thank you for everyone listening, and also if you've been listening since podcast number uno, or you've just jumped in now, thank you very much for listening because this is the last
Yeah.
podcast of the year.
Yay.
Before we move on to bigger podcasts, not really bigger, but
Additional.
additional
Yeah.
podcasts. So this is 20. I believe this is podcast 21. I think. Yes. No. Maybe I
The
don't know.
podcast series is now old enough to drink.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's grown. It's now legally an adult if you're in Australia. Well, in America.
Although its car insurance will still be very expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a male.
Yes, and it has a red car.
And it's red.
Yes.
Till it's 25 and had license for 4 years.
Oh, too true, dude.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like, I feel like there's a lawsuit incoming for car insurance companies to charge more for guys and girls.
Yeah.
I just feel like in this day and age, it's got to be coming soon.
Yeah. Definitely will.
I mean, to be fair though, like, you know, I wouldn't trust girls to drive my car more than guys.
Yeah, no.
I can make jokes about it, but yeah,
I wouldn't trust anyone, to be honest. Like, I don't trust people I knew.
Yeah,
Like,
but like of the people I knew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yes, anyway, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you everyone for subscribing and being part of us. Also, just everyone have a good, happy new year.
Yeah.
Like-
Everyone enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, 2017 was a bit cancerous sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just look at any Star Wars, Star Wars
Movie.
Look at any Star Wars movie. Look at any Star
All
Wars
of them
comic.
were released this year.
Just look at any Star Wars comic extension and you'll see, or just any of the bad stuff that's happened. But it's also been a good year, been a good time. Everyone's alive, which is good. So like, yeah, everyone have a happy new year, and we'll see you guys next year for our next podcast.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So yeah, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Oh, good podcast.
Fun times, except I'm tired.
Yeah. My longest bye ever.
Bye.